In.
Okay.
Boom, boom.
Boom. We're in.
Ready?
Yeah.
How you doing, Justina Caliendo?
I'm doing great. How you doing, John?
I'm doing very good. Today I got on Justina Caliendo, a good friend from high school.
Very nice to see you again.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I know. It's been a solid 4 years, I'd say.
Wow. Are
Time
you sure I
flies.
haven't seen you down at post office at least
I think
once?
I did, but I might have been intoxicated.
That's par for the course, yeah. So yeah, what you been up to these past however many years?
Honestly, I've really been working on myself mentally and physically this past year because, COVID hit, and at first it was just a downward spiral.
Yeah.
But we had two options to either grow from this or be in just a funk.
Yeah.
It taught me a lot. It definitely did with every aspect of life, but I had to hit rock bottom in order to put myself back up.
What was your rock bottom?
I just lost motivation. I'd say with those first 2 months of us not even being able to leave the house, I just didn't want to do anything. And I couldn't work out, and that's my whole mental, that's my therapy, and I couldn't really do anything. But once I got to a point, I said, fuck this. And then I just started to grind.
True.
I quit nicotine, 6 months.
That's big.
No, that's probably my biggest flex, because I have not yet seen one person do it. Cold turkey.
Oh.
I know. No,
Dude, that's
but
how I did it, bro.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah, well, I used to smoke cigs.
Okay.
I never really did like the Juul thing. Like whenever my boys had a Juul around.
But still, it still goes both ways. Like it's still hard no matter. It's a habit. How'd you do it?
Just stopped. I mean, I didn't really have a choice. I was living at
Did you
home.
get to a point, like I just got sick. That's what I got.
I never
really
got that
bad
far, thank God.
bronchitis. Like I couldn't breathe and I was still smoking. And then I was just like, all right, what is this doing for the fact that I could not run up the stairs is what really did it for me.
Weak.
It's just like I'm 21. I should be at my best shape.
Facts.
But no, it's just I feel like it's just like you go somewhere, someone's mom has it, everybody's holding something.
Oh, 100%.
So like I'd say I just had to just stop drinking, stop hanging out with certain friends, and then once
Yeah.
I got control over it, you just feel good. And that's what really did
Big
it.
time.
So I'm not going back.
Low key sometimes though, like
No, I know what you're talking about. I'm just like, oh, that looks nice.
nah, like low key I'll rip the Juul from time to time.
Okay, but you have control. If
Yeah.
I did it, I'd go right back.
Well, that's the thing is that like I just prevent myself from buying Juuls. Like I had a bow back in the day. You
Yeah.
remember fucking the bow, right?
Yeah, that
Shit
was my first one.
weak.
That was
Same.
my first one.
I had a bow and then like I lost it in my car, bro. And I was like, what the fuck? Where'd this thing go? I'm like freaking out. I'm like, yo, I had my ex-girlfriend in the front seat. I was like, yo, did you take my fucking bow last night, bro? Like that's how sad it was, bro.
I would get so bad that if I dropped it while I was driving, I would have to pull over, put my hazards on, and go find it. Once I saw that I was just dependable on it, I was like, damn, I'm a fiend, and I don't want to be a fiend.
Nah, fiend life is not the way to go.
It's
straight
not.
up.
It's not. But honestly, I realize discipline is avoiding temporary satisfactions for the long-term goal, and then once you're at that point, fuck it.
Look at you growing up.
No,
and
I'm really
getting mature
trying.
and-
I'm learning.
Yeah, no, you're doing
It's
a
a
good job.
process. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm closer than I was last year. So that's definitely a good
Closer every
thing.
day, right?
Every fucking day. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, good for you for stopping.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, I'm glad that I didn't get too bad. Like I wasn't crazy, but like every time I ever like drank and like.
All right, drinking and smoking are just.
Oh, it's hand in
goes
hand.
hand in hand.
It's hand in hand.
It's hard.
Dude, I swear to God, like, oh, you get a couple beers in me, and I'm like, who got Juul?
No,
who got the
who got-
ciggies? Who got the mook?
I went to Vegas last week, and
Oh, yeah,
that was
how was
the real.
that?
Insane. Fucking insane.
Yeah,
that
what-
was the real test. Like I got blacked out and I didn't smoke.
Oh, that's impressive.
I know.
Yeah, I'm still not at that level
I
yet.
met Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, so what the fuck, dude? I
Okay.
seen that on your story, and I was like,
we went to his strip club, and he wasn't there at first. And I was sitting at the bar, and I was talking to this guy who just so happened to be his cousin. So it was me, my boss, and my boss's friend, and we're hanging out there. And all of a sudden, I see him, and I'm like, all right, act natural. He's a regular person. He saw us. He grabbed us up, brought us to VIP, and hung out with us the entire night. I go, can I get a picture? Nah, he's actually mad cool.
what a story.
He's really cool, but like as soon as you enter, no phones, no pictures. He doesn't like it. He was a cool dude. Very cool.
Hey, it makes sense. You know, he's a fucking businessman. He's a hard businessman too.
Yo, he's a good fight. I didn't expect him to be that short though. I'm sorry. If he sees that. No, we were the same height. It's all right though.
What are you, like 5'5"?
With heels, me and Floyd were meeting head to head.
Weak. How tall are you?
I'm about 5'3".
Shit. So with heels, you'd probably be like an extra 2 inches, right?
Yep.
He's fought. That's sad.
I know.
I'm sorry.
But you know what? He could fight, so I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
he could
give it
fuck
to
me
him.
up any day.
No,
oh my God.
one look.
Yeah, that's a 50-year-old man who could piece up
Very good looking.
most people in this.
I know.
Yeah.
I
And
think
he's ripped too. You're right.
Yo, he's fucking insane. I go, can you lift the shirt?
You fiend. You fiend.
I had to have my moment. I go, this is never gonna happen again.
Never. Yeah. No. This is like literally a once in a lifetime experience.
Shook it on him once, and that was it. I had to get it out of my system.
Yeah. No. Floyd's cool. But so, what prompted the Vegas trip?
So my boss just turned 40.
Okay.
And I wasn't gonna go originally because I just got a new car and I'm trying to be smart with. And then I go, you know what? Fuck it, because you regret going, you regret not going, and I would have been sick if I didn't go. It's like at the end of the day, she's my best friend. Money will always come and go. Like that's what I've learned is to not stress about shit that you could change. Like, but I'm so glad I went. It was. I'm probably never gonna have that experience ever again, and it was fucking lit.
Yeah, I feel that hard body, dude.
Sometimes you just gotta do shit. Like I feel like we just overthink me with the podcast. We overthink everything in life, but it's just like it's not that serious. It really is not that serious.
I agree with you.
It's not. You gotta find the good in shit because there's a lot of bad, but there's also a lot of good.
There's a lot of good.
I know.
There's good everywhere you look, and
I know.
Dude, people doubt so hard on themselves, bro. Like,
it all starts with you and your mindset. Like, you really create what happens to you. If you wake up every day, negative thoughts, this, it doesn't have to be that way. Like, if you look at the positives and what you do have and what you are grateful for, watch how much your life changes. That was another thing that I learned is your mind is key.
Oh, dead ass.
You could literally make yourself sick.
100%.
Like you could make yourself sick and nothing's wrong with you.
100%.
It's you.
No, 100%. I agree. Wholeheartedly, I agree.
And I've seen it, and it's just like, it does not have to be this way.
Just pull the mic a little bit closer.
Okay.
But yeah, no, yeah, mental is like the biggest thing. And I hear people all the time, and like, especially in the gym too, like you see these like newer guys who haven't really started coming a lot, you know, and like they get down on themselves. And I used to be the same way. And it's like, what, you messed up once on a combo? You messed up twice, 3 times?
Exactly.
So what? What about tomorrow?
Exactly. I feel like when people start or they have a goal, they don't see the process of getting to that goal.
Yep.
They just want to get there. Or they're either starting for the wrong reasons. They don't like something about themselves or this, but you want to make it a lifestyle because listen, we're not going to be our best every single day, but the progress that we make to get there will add up to the bigger picture.
Look, I had a bad moment on Saturday morning. I was doing sparring with the fighters.
Yeah.
And I was just getting pieced. Like I was getting fucked up. I was getting taken down and just pounded fucking in the face, you know, just like tenderized like a chicken cutlet.
Yeah.
And so I get out and, you know, like my coach and I were like doing pad work and I was messing up the combo and I just like fucking had a moment where I was like, I had to go hit a bag with all my, all the force in my body.
Yeah.
But it was only because mentally I was like,
you get discouraged. And you know what? A part of the process is taking an L.
Yeah,
like it's not always, you're not always winning. You're going to have those days, but you know what? Like you can't let that one day.
Whoa. T-Pain plays every time I piss, woman. So let's not even talk about winning. No, I'm playing. But you're right. 100%. You got to take L's every single day.
Trust me. Like
even if it's small.
Or if it's injuries, like shit just happens sometimes.
Dead ass, though.
And you got to listen to your body because you can't keep going on beast mode because then you're just done.
True. No, you're dead ass, though.
I'm like, it's just how it happens. But you know what? The next day you go even harder and you keep pushing.
Straight.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We all start from something. Like we're not always like, even with people who built titles and famous people, like they were not always there. They had to work their way up. They had to go through the motions and to get where they are today.
Yeah, that's why I hate when people are like, oh my God, what does this person have to, why is this person telling me how to live my life? But like, they had to go through those steps and those changes
Exactly.
in order to even get to that spot.
And a lot of people don't want to take accountability. They don't want to be the one. Like, everybody just wants to blame another person. They can never just. The first part of it is just sometimes saying, okay, maybe it's me. Maybe I am the No, everyone always wants to point fingers.
I see no lies.
No, for real. Like, some days I'm just like, all right, it was me. Like, yeah. I am the issue. No, everyone just nobody takes accountability for their actions.
Dead
but when you do that,
ass.
You're maturing.
Straight up.
Yep.
Damn. You're fucking woke, girl. What the hell?
This year woke me the fuck up.
Oh, straight?
In every aspect. Like, I became such a loner, but you know what? I appreciate things much more.
Damn.
I'd rather have like a solid 2 people than a bunch of people who don't genuinely appreciate me or what I bring to the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. The people who really appreciate you and love you will always be there. And Truth. You don't have to talk every day. Yeah. They'll be there. And everything's just a learning lesson. Like, even with the bad things that happen to me, just like, I've learned from them. And even just the bad shit, like, you know, when I got hit, like, it taught me a lot.
So actually, can you tell that story from your perspective? I never heard it from your perspective.
Sure. There's a lot I still don't remember. But I do remember we were playing baseball. Yeah. And I won't mention his name. We know who did it. You know who did it. I hope you're watching.
Jesus. It was an accident.
I know. He was batting.
Yeah.
And he accidentally threw the bat and hit me, but I was kind of on the sideline. All I remember was I was looking down, and when he hit the bat, I looked up, and then he just knocked me out. I don't remember it happening. I don't remember feeling it. I just remember when I woke up, and then I felt everything. And then I remember you. You had your shirt off. You were giving... Yo,
I'm dead.
I remember you and Oliver had your shirts off and were just putting it in my mouth.
No, it was me and Coach...
Was it Towers?
Yes, it was Coach Oliver. I don't think Oliver was there. No, Oliver was in gym class.
He was there. He was there.
But I don't think he was there on the field. I don't know. Maybe he was. But I remember me and Coach Towers were fucking just over you.
No, like. I know. And I remember when I woke up... I just saw like a very bright white light, and I just heard
is
like...
Is this death?
No, bro, is this what it is? And you know when you hit a metal bat on the floor and it like that's what I felt through my body.
Oh, dude, that's
when I
so
first
shit.
woke up, I didn't feel pain though. A solid 5 seconds after, I remember I screamed and everyone shut the fuck up. And then I just...
Oh, that was the most terrible scream I've ever heard in my life, dude. Straight up.
Like, I think it was worse that I didn't know what happened. Like, I didn't know why I was like, why is everybody stopped? Why is everybody looking at me? And why am I covered in blood?
No, I could 100% see that. Like, dude.
I can only imagine from you guys seeing it, like.
You want to know what I saw?
No, I do, because I don't even know.
Dude, I'm standing, like, to the right of the individual who was batting.
Okay.
And so... hit a fucking dinger, bro.
No, bro.
Oh,
he hit that shit hard.
Out the park type shit. And dead ass. It was like you were in front of the lacrosse nets. So you might have been like saved if you were behind the lacrosse nets. But you were standing, I swear, like literally perfect storm of events.
Yep.
And literally, I just watched the bat go. And you looked up for 1 second, then boom.
Out.
It literally sounded like a 2x4 hitting a fucking like concrete pole or some shit. And literally, everyone was silent. Just like looking.
What pisses me off is that there were people directly behind this individual. And I remember I was just at the perfect angle.
No, dead out. You were like literally, it was meant to happen.
I know it was.
No matter.
That's what's sick. Like, there was no getting out of that. And what's really fucked up is I don't participate in gym. I don't. The day that I did... the day that I asked my friend Sabrina a period before if we could skip. She's like, no, you're failing gym. At least I didn't fail gym. That's really the hype of the thing.
Sabs, what a beast.
No, I know. She honestly, she was a beat. No, I know. Sabrina, that's the GOAT. Was that she was one of the first people that came running, and she fought the EMTs to get to me, and I will always respect that.
Weak. Dude, I remember I was in the hospital with Evans.
No, I know. He's like, all right, you get out.
Dude, I was so weak because I showed up and he was like, you know, you can get free prom tickets if you'd like. And I was like, yeah, I just met this girl with the fat ass. I got you. She turned me down though.
It's all right. I can't believe I even made it to prom.
Dude, that was a fucking...
That was the flex, because you know what? Nobody knew what really happened, and everyone was
Deadass,
talking mad shit, and then I pulled up, and they were like, "Yep, that's how you got to do it." No, but that was fucked up.
There was probably no... I mean, I've seen some fucked up shit in my life, you know what I mean? But, like, I don't think there was ever a worse moment than hearing, like, the first initial scream, and then, like, running over, and then just seeing pure, like, lip split open.
It was like the thing that's fucked up. It was perfect. Like it was completely down that muscle.
Yeah,
I still don't know where that tooth went. Like
you might have swallowed it.
I think I did. I wouldn't have even known.
Dude, you want to know the most fucked up thing that you said?
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember this, but you were like, "I'll never be pretty again," and that's why I started crying. I was like, "Oh my god, this literally just changed this woman's life." Like I literally just started like tearing.
Yeah, I was really sad. That was really definitely
But look at the recovery though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, you never know what a few months will bring or like the future will bring. Sometimes we're so stuck in the now. Like in my head, I'm like, all right, now I don't give a shit. But like it's my senior year, it's the last 2 months, and it's just like I can't go to school, I can't do this. Like I wasn't allowed to drive. I couldn't fucking I had to wear sunglasses around just like shit like that.
Concussed as fuck.
That's what was really fucked was my head. Like even like pain medication can only get you so far, but my head was just like a constant just pounding, and I'm like, all right, this is depressing.
Yeah.
But no, I gotta say, my plastic surgeon, he really...
Yeah, Dr. Miami really came
through. No, he really fucked shit up. That was definitely a low blow.
That was just a crazy moment.
Evans is the GOAT for staying, though.
He was a savage.
I know. He held my hand. I go, you sure you want to stay?
Nah, everyone sleeps on Evans, but he was actually a pretty chill
Evans
dude.
was the best.
So was Cummings, though. Cummings was slept on, too.
I saw Cummings last week. No, I was driving, and he pulled up, and he's like, and I haven't seen him since I got here either. Love Cummings. Will always respect him. The new principal?
Cop.
Nah. He wouldn't let me go on the senior trip. He wouldn't let me go.
Really?
So that the last day of school or whenever the senior trip was, I went to school and he took me off the bus and said that I was a liability. So I said, okay, we have 2 ways. Either I hop on the bus with you guys and go, or I literally just drive myself and meet you there, which I ended up doing. He wouldn't let me come.
I didn't even bother going.
Honestly, I probably wouldn't have went. No,
Where was it? It was at like
it was at the beach, but I had to wear a big hat and a Band-Aid, so wasn't.
Hey, everybody.
I just went. No, I had to look like this.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that was fucked.
Let's just remember that it could have been a lot worse.
I know. I mean? That's why I say, like, even when you just said I looked up, why did I look up? That's what I wonder, because I wasn't looking up until like the minute, and it was just.
Thank God you did too, because you would have cracked your fucking skull.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I probably would have been dead. I'll take a blow to the mouth any day. I don't want to do it again, but
oh, dead ass, 100%.
That was painful. I don't like baseball anymore. No, I tried to go to a game. No, I won't go to a game.
Yeah, well, I mean,
it bothers me.
Fuck it. It's a stupid sport anyway.
Yeah.
That's one of the most boring sports ever of all time. I swear I can't watch baseball.
No, I'm not a big baseball person. But like, I would like to go to a game one day, but I don't think it's gonna.
Not even like all the way up in the nosebleeds. Like literally like top of Yankee Stadium.
What really happened was my friend Zach, probably like a year after, took me to a Yankee game. We weren't sitting too high, too low, and you know how sometimes balls go into the. Zach, me, the ball. I'm so I started crying. I'm like, we need to leave right now. This is bothering me.
Dude, that's insane.
I gave it a try, I can't say that I didn't, but no, it's just
You gave
not
it a good old college try.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, what a ride. I swear to God.
Everything after that's just a blur with high school.
Oh, really?
Nah, there's a lot I still don't remember. Like,
wow.
It kind of just, that's what really did my head. But you know what? Fuck it. I don't want to remember. Let's just make new memories.
Yeah. If you want to lean back, you can, by the way. You just got to pull it in.
Okay. How do I do this?
It's all flexible.
Oh, wow.
No, literally, yeah, just.
Okay, great. This is much better.
Yeah, I saw you looking all uncomfortable and shit.
No, this is cool.
Yeah, no. What a fucking world, bro.
I know.
I can't believe I have a spot.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. The only problem is that fucking.
It's all right. So now, what are you trying to plan to do with this?
I don't know. I mean, probably more pictures on the wall, posters. That's just gonna be like that forever. You know, that's just there's a lady next door, a very nice lady.
Very nice lady. Hi,
She's
lady.
Hi, lady. She's a therapist. And
Okay.
so sometimes I couldn't hear what they were saying, but I could like hear the rumbles.
Okay.
Of like, you know, like the yeah, it sounded like fucking
Yeah.
Charlie Brown.
Yep.
And so
Oh, when the older people talk.
and so, you know, I figured I would do the courtesy. And for those of you who can't see, it's a bunch of construction blankets and some foam panels.
You're not missing much. Don't worry.
Exactly. You're not missing shit.
No, I love this. This is great for you. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. I got it for 8 months. So
Good shit.
once that's up, I'm probably going to head down south, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah. I
Okay.
want to get out of here.
I want to get out of here too, but I don't know where to go. Like, I love New York, but I don't.
Dude, dead ass. Like, it's like one.
I feel like it's because it's all we kind of know. Like we're accustomed to this lifestyle, but at the same time, we're not really missing much.
But we are, though. Listen,
I know.
listen,
No one's
listen.
like us.
There's nothing like walking into Salpino on a Sunday morning.
Yep.
Hey, how you doing? I'll take a half a pound of prosciutto. Hey, let me get a little bit of the spaghetti squash. You know, like, dude, like,
No, I know.
it's such a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll.
Because you try to get a bacon, egg, and cheese somewhere else, it is not coming out like you think. Even the pizza, it's not it.
It's not the same.
No. So now when you talk south, like where are you trying to go?
Well, my mom talks a lot about North Carolina.
Everybody wants to move to the My mom even says the same shit.
Yeah, I don't blame her. I
Yeah.
mean, it's such a nice climate, you know.
It's beautiful.
It is. It's very beautiful.
Everybody's so... All right, I went to Myrtle Beach for the first time last year with my friend Megan.
Nice.
I couldn't believe how nice people were. That was the first
They
thing.
are.
Hey, how are... Even during Corona, like, everyone's just nice. You come here, everybody's...
Get the fuck out of my
No,
face.
everybody's a dick. Even when you go to a restaurant and they're mean I'm paying you.
Deadass.
That's the one thing that bothers me about New York. But
Yeah, you know what? It is funny you say that because like some people are like they come to New York for that novelty. I fucking hate that shit.
No,
like,
for real.
Like, why are you talking to me like this in the establishment which you're employed?
and I just feel like since like COVID happened, the city, I don't see it becoming the same as it
No,
was. Like
never
it's
will.
I went to the city a few times. It's not how it was pre-COVID. Like
Yeah.
even everything's just I don't know.
No, I haven't gone down, so I can't speak from a first-hand perspective.
Yeah.
But you know, I got a cousin who lives out there. He's probably gonna be on the podcast soon too.
Hey.
And so we'll talk about that. But you know, it's just not good down there.
No. And honestly, like I really hope like especially economically like they get their shit back because at one point the city I loved going to the city.
I would go every
Like
fucking day if I could.
yeah, like that was something I look forward to was going to the city, even just walking around like
Dead ass though. Not like,
now it's just like I'm afraid I'm gonna get punched.
no cap.
Literally.
No cap. Literally like
People don't
walk-
give a shit anymore.
Yep.
Not one shit. It's
No
just
cap.
I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah, now everyone's like attacking Asians in the city and
Yeah,
shit too.
it's
Like,
just-
what
it's-
the fuck
it's a
is going on in
it's-
this world?
It's a shame. Like I just this would be a perfect world that if we all came together, like we just have so much potential. We really do.
Oh, 100%.
There's so much division that there does not need to be.
Well, you know what the problem, and I wouldn't really call it a problem necessarily. It's just like human nature makes us think in different ways, you know, like,
Yep.
so I'm sure you and I differ on so many things.
Yeah.
And so if you were the leader of a nation state and I was the leader of a nation state, we might have a lot of things in which we could build an alliance upon.
Yeah.
But let's say there was one really big issue,
Yep.
whether it be ethnic, whether it be policy, whether it be anything. Maybe there would be some conflict there, you know, and so
100%.
and so, you know, like that's the only thing holding us back from really
conflict.
exactly. And these either big or small differences that really hold us back from having good relationships. Like I don't get what's going on I don't get how China can fucking put Muslims in internment camps, yo. Like I literally don't get how the UN, how the US, how all the European Union nations are just letting this happen. Like literally there are people who are an ethnic minority in concentration camps.
And the fact that we know
What?
about, like, that's what's just fucked up because, like, people know about it. They're aware that it's going on. They're aware of the issue and nothing's being done about it.
Dude, dead ass.
We're at the end of the day, no matter what you are, your religion, your race, your fucking we're all human. And I feel like we just all get these labels on it. Bro, we're the same.
Deadass.
We are the same in the end. We are
Exactly.
all the same. You know what? We go through different shit, but at the end of the day, we're all going through something.
100%.
And like, I feel like even with people with judging, like you have no idea what the fuck just happened to that person.
100%.
Who just, you know what I'm saying? And it's just everyone's so quick to just, they look at someone they think they know. You don't fucking know a thing.
Exactly.
And that's just like what keeps me like, listen, I'm not going to act like I've never judged anybody. I have. But you know what? I don't do it anymore because who am I? Who am I to judge? I'm not perfect. I fuck up all the time.
All the time.
I can't talk down on someone when I can't judge myself. That's just not, it's not sitting right with me.
No, 100%. I couldn't agree more.
Like,
I couldn't agree more. And I still do have a problem sometimes where like, you know,
but you know what?
I'll pass judgment.
You're aware of it.
Exactly.
You're aware of it. Like you have a conscience. Like, yeah, I could do something. And then immediately after I'm like, oh, I did that again.
Yeah. Like, fuck.
And that's the process of growing. Like, at least you're aware of it. There comes the point where people do shit and they don't even fucking know.
They don't even think about it.
Because their conscience is just, whoosh, it's gone.
Once again, I see no lies.
But no, like, listen, I'm not going to act like I haven't. Like, I've definitely have. But it's just like, now I keep it in my head. I keep it in my thoughts.
Still think it.
If someone, all right, it's better than saying it. Because if someone could read my head, it's done.
Oh, you're fucked.
I tell people off all the time in my head, especially when I'm driving.
That's weak.
I try not to beat because I don't know what they're gonna do. Nope, I don't want to get into that. Not in the
road
new
rage is road rage is something you just should not even bother.
My
dealing
friends, Megan, my friends have really bad road rage. I try to keep my cool because I don't know. What if someone just dings me? I don't know.
They can.
I know.
And they have to many people. Like I've seen, back during fucking like the whole quarantine period.
People went nuts. Dude. I saw people lose their mental, like in the brink of it, like
100. Mm-hmm. Like I literally seen people fucking. I was on the Southern State in April of last year, so like literally at like the head of all this shit. Mm-hmm. 7 instances of road rage within 30 minutes.
People are dying.
Literally.
Imagine over. This is why I always say don't act in a state of rage because what you will do and what you will say is not what you're going to say 20 minutes from then. And that's even what I'm learning, not even with road rage wise. Like when I get mad, I'm aware I could have a mouth. Like I can get aggressive. But if I'm going to talk with someone, you need to give me at least 20 minutes to cool down. Then we can have a conversation about it.
Truth.
Because if you got two mad people, you're going to fight. 100%. Something's going to happen. But like, the mature thing, realize, okay, I'm in this state. Wait a second. And then we could have a mature conversation about it. Still working on it, but we're doing good.
Hey, every day is a learning process.
It is.
It's hard. It's very hard.
Nothing in life is easy. If I like life,
nothing
is just,
worth it at least.
Nothing good comes easy. Yep, mint baby.
Mint.
No, yeah.
Nah,
you're
seriously.
right. If it comes easy, it's not that good.
What is your big goal, by the way? Like, what is the big thing that wakes you up every single day?
What is the big picture for me? Oh, it's so good.
I'm all right.
My biggest thing is helping people. I help people every day. And whether that's just talking to them and getting them through another day. I just like to help people in every aspect. Fitness. Fucking teaching people. Because like when I'm taught, I really value that. Because then I could help other people with what I was just taught. What gets me through the day? My faith. I definitely say. Because yes, as we said, we're surrounded by so bad. But when you see the bigger picture and you see the good, you go through the bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many things that I could honestly be upset about right now, but it's just like, it's my mind and I can choose what I want to think and I can choose who I want to surround you know what I mean? Like, as I say, like, it's your world I'm living in. It's my world you're living in it.
Yeah.
It's that mentality because like, shit happens and I could just and it's just like, I don't want to live that way. Like, or even with past experiences, I don't want to be that person. Like, or I see what shit does to people. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to stop the freaking generational thing and just do my own thing. And that's what kind of helps me. Like, and I also think who you surround yourself with is a big thing. And I know many people might disagree, but like you were probably the core 5 of the people you hang out with. Like,
oh no, that's a great quote.
Like,
I've heard that quote and I agree with it every single time I hear it.
You really are, because if you're with people who are negative, not doing anything, complain, you're going to start becoming that. And
100%.
if people don't want to agree to it, you're probably the sum of the 5 people you hang out with. That's why, I had to make some changes, because I'm just like, in a direction, is this where I see myself? Is this, like, if they're not helping you grow, motivate you, support you, then what are you doing? That's really what it comes down to. Like, what are we doing? Like, are we going to do the same old shit that we were doing 5 years ago? Or, you know what? Are we going to help each other? Are we going to, invent, do new shit? Like, that's what I'm about now. Like, you want to, making memories, making experiences, but doing it to grow and not bring myself back. And that requires leveling up. That requires you to stop seeing certain people doing certain things, certain habits. It just sucks that it takes so long to grow a new habit, but it's like 30 seconds to hop back into an old one.
Yeah. No, it's such a fact. Like, I find so many times where, like, I've gotten rid of a habit. I'm so proud of myself for it. And then literally
you have a low moment and
exactly.
You go back. Yeah, it's happened to me many times. Like, even
many times.
But it's just like, what I've learned is you can't discourage yourself on it. Cause like certain things, like, or even when it's like, well, I'm with this fitness and I eat so bad. Like, sometimes I'll really just be so upset about it because I'm like, oh, I was doing so good, but it's like, it's okay. Like, it's okay to have, you know what I mean? Like,
it's okay to fuck up from time
yes,
to time.
That's what I'm trying to learn, and just not beat yourself over it, because it's just like, this is how I put it. You do something once, all right, it's a mistake. You do something twice, now it's a choice. This is what I've learned. It all comes down to the choices. Yes, it's okay to fuck up, but are you aware of it? Are you making this choice? Because that's when it starts to become a decision.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like.
No, dead ass. I have no rebuttal.
So yeah, even with the like non-smoking, like I'm trying to help my friend, but everybody, like that was a big thing. Like I'm really trying to get all my friends to quit, because everybody I know, and I hope you're watching this, smokes.
Damn.
And I can't say anything. I can't be a hypocrite, because I smoked for 4 years, but I know what it's doing, and it affects. All right, the vapes, I don't want to hear no disagreements. It affects you mentally. It makes you depressed.
100%.
People try to argue me with this. You're smoking random chemicals, and you're gonna tell me that it's not making you sad. It's not upset. You're lying, because it did it to me.
That's interesting. I don't know if it ever made me depressed. I think it just made me
You look at a vape, it says people with depression do not consume. If you read the fine label on a disposable, I'm a fellow nicotine fiend. It literally says it will worsen your depression, suicidal thoughts.
That's a game changer right there.
I had to research on it, because
that's a game changer.
When I was like brink of quarantine, depressed, like that was just adding to it. And I did not think about it. You're smoking this all day. It suppresses your appetite. You're not really eating. You're not doing anything. You're going to be sad.
Wow. I never even thought of it like that.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, maybe this is it. Like, maybe this is why I have no motivation. I don't want to do anything.
Truth.
But to each its own, like.
What's your stance on bud?
Okay. All right.
Here we go.
I'm a pothead. Like, I can't lie. I definitely used to smoke more. I do it now more in motivation. Like, I'm not waking up and just smoking. Yeah. Like, if you could be there's 2 types of pothead. Potheads that don't want to do shit, and then potheads that are, like, I could go smoke and then work out and get my whole day done. I love weed. I have nothing against it. I honestly will literally, like, sell you, but, like, not sell, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But, some people aren't. That's okay. It's legal now, so I don't want to hear it.
Truth.
I think it just has so many benefits, like even pain benefits, like just, I love it. I really do. Like,
yeah, I'm big into CBD.
CBD, it's amazing, the benefits of CBD and the medical benefits, like, or when I like fuck up my back and I use CBD, it's amazing.
Truth.
I love it. I really do. I'm so glad that it's legal, but
Same.
I don't know what they're going to do. Like, I feel like they're going to, I don't know.
There's definitely going to be some taxation to it.
100%.
It's the only way that they're really going to allow anything to happen.
When I went to California, that was the first place that I went to a dispensary.
A week.
This is where they got you. You have a weed tax. You have a state tax. So say you're buying like a $65 eighth. It's going to come to like $120 with the taxes. And that's how they get you.
Bruh. That's ridiculous.
I spent and I was just like, now this is why it's legal. They make so much profit off of selling. Even when I went to Vegas, like,
it is legal there, isn't it?
It's so legal. It's great. Like, you could smoke it anywhere, really. Just not, all right, when I went to the hotel, I didn't know that you couldn't smoke it at the hotel, and I got in trouble. First time I sat in the pool, they came right up to me. I go, okay, I didn't know. I'm excited.
Which one did you stay at, by the way?
I went to the Encore. At the Wynn.
The Wynn, like the big
Beautiful.
fucking like square looking building.
It was beautiful. I didn't know that you couldn't smoke it on the property. I was like, all right, I just got here. I'm a little excited. But I walked right outside and it was fine.
Yeah.
No, it was amazing. I just want to travel. That's really a goal. Like I want to experience, because I feel like I only know the Long Island, New York. But to other people, like when I was in Vegas and I spoke, they automatically knew I was from New York, and they just were so fascinated. I'm like, you guys have no idea. It's not, like, it's good, but it's really not that. Everybody from there wants to come to New York. It's crazy.
It's a special place to visit, in my opinion.
It is. Like if you've never been, you definitely got to go, because it's definitely different. I feel like when you live somewhere, you don't see it as others do.
Oh, 100%.
Like,
yeah, I mean, it's like whenever
everyone's
travel.
like, oh, I'm just from Vegas. But me, I was like, I'm in Vegas.
The strip is on the street.
No, it was, that was another thing. I had no idea that prostitution was legal.
Yeah.
I saw every different type of person. I was just like, wow, this is just you could literally just buy somebody. I was like, wow. You
could literally buy someone's time. Mm-hmm. Isn't that weird?
I didn't do it, but I was like,
yeah, okay.
No. No, it was crazy, the fact that that's like a legal business, and that's just, well, you know what, everyone
it's called Sin City for a reason.
No, I knew what I was getting into, but I didn't know it was going to be like that. Crazy.
Yeah, I haven't been yet. Vegas isn't on my list, though. I'm going to be straight with you.
Really?
It's really not. I don't
it
really
wasn't
care
until she was like, all right, we're going to Vegas, and I was like, okay, we're going to go.
I would do it just literally to say
I went to Vegas.
Yep. That's it. That's the only reason I wouldn't do it, just because it's like, I want to go to Vegas so fucking bad. I
definitely say it's a weekend thing. I went for 5 days. Too long. Because you got to think about it. You're there to party. Or you could be there to other reasons. But like, I don't really drink. Yeah. I can't go back-to-back days and party.
Yeah, truth.
Like, I was dead. Pedialyte. I'm going to advertise Pedialyte. Pedialyte is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
I lived on it every day. Chugged Pedialyte. Went back to me.
No, dude, it's brutal, like, going on benders like that. Oh, my God. Like when I go to Europe, that's what happens. Every time. Even
the jet lag. Like, you need a vacation from vacation.
Oh, dead ass, though. Like, vacation fucks you up.
Because, like, this was the first time in, like, a year where there's no curfew. There's hardly no mask. It's regular. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was so excited, because I haven't socialized like that and done my I got tested in a very long time. Like, it just feels good. No, I really did.
Nah, I'm playing. But
that's what really got me, was just like living regular. Like, I just can't wait, because think about it. What is normal now? Do you think masks are really going to go?
There is no normal.
There isn't.
There is no normal anymore.
But what I will not be is like feared. Like, I'm not going to be scared, because what's going to happen to someone is going to happen.
Yeah.
There's, like, as we said, some things are just inevitable. Like,
sometimes you just catch COVID. Sometimes you get hit in the face with a bat.
Did you ever get it?
No, I don't. At least I wouldn't know. So. Yeah, at least I wouldn't know. Both my brothers got it.
Okay.
But one brother had literally no symptoms at all.
That's what I don't get. This is what freaks me out about it. You're going to tell me you have this virus that came wherever, and for one person, you don't even feel tired. You don't even feel off, and then another person, you're dead. Like,
well, he said that for like a day, he felt like shot, and then he had a fever overnight, but then that was it.
That was it
for the rest. You know, like, he quarantined for the 2 weeks, and
yeah.
But then my other brother Christian, he lost his smell. I think he's still.
The day I actually lose smell, I'm gonna be like, damn, it's hitting me. I'm trying to just go through this pandemic and not get anything. All right.
You can. I mean,
know.
Some people are legitimately immune. They just have the correct antibodies in their body.
I think it's me.
Fuck it. I mean, if it's you, it's you. You know, like, these states, a lot of these states are open right now. No masks. You know, certain portions of the population aren't getting vaccines. So, you know, like, if you're going to get it, you're going to get it. It's just a matter of if you want to take that risk, you know what I mean? And personally, you know, as a young person, very healthy, you know, very fit.
Yes.
I do everything in my power, greens, cold showers every morning, everything in my power to boost my immune system, you know what I mean? So I'm
more on herbal medicine. Like, I just feel like the natural way is for me, and everyone has their preference, but like, I'd rather go that route personally. But no, same thing. Like, you take care of yourself. I'll get, if I'm going to get it, just give it to me. I'd rather go that route.
Then you know what? You should just go to the hospital.
No, I know.
Step up in the ward. Fucking cough on me, bitch.
No, it's crazy. Nobody in my family got it.
Oh, wow.
No. All my friends did, though.
Oh,
sorry. It's rough. I know.
Yeah, that's rough.
But can you get it again? That's what I don't understand.
I think you can. I think it's just like you have like 7 months, 7 to 10 months or something like that of immunity.
It's weird.
But also, you know, like sometimes depending on how good your immune system is, you know, you've built up an immunity to it and you won't get it again. You know, it's different person by person, you know. There's
What's
never
just
one
so
set thing.
weird. Like,
I know, it's crazy.
it's just, I don't get it. Like, one person, it just crushes them
100%.
from the inside out, and another person just cold.
Deadass though. Like,
even some young people, like, that's what I don't get. Like, I've learned, like, even as we were saying, young healthy people, like, I just, why? What is it? And there's a few different strains, I'm pretty sure. It's not just one.
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's like every virus though, you know, like the flu and all that shit. Like, so it's I personally believe can't speak today. It's something that's never going to go away.
No.
But, you know, it's
like,
a
look
matter
at the flu.
Yeah,
Nobody
exactly.
talks about how many, the flu is like, kills not everybody, but you know what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people.
Yeah, it does.
And
I mean, this is definitely more deadly, but it's also
100%.
It's also like you got to look at the age groups that are dying and the type of people who are dying. You know, it's like there's an obesity component. Mm-hmm. There's all these different comorbidity components. There's age, obviously.
I've seen an ethnic component. Like, a lot of older ethnic men are getting more affected by it.
That's unfortunate.
I know. It is. It's crazy because I just feel like they don't really know everything about it because it's so new.
What, like the government?
Yeah, like just about the virus itself. Like, what was just really scary to me, like in the brink of it, like I remember we were like, oh, it's in China. Then it was in New York, and then it was in Suffolk. And then I remember I was in school, and then that's how long ago it was. I was in school.
Dude, did it.
One day we were just told not to come back, and just that, I was scared in the beginning. Like in the beginning I was.
Oh, same.
Because I feel like, we didn't know anything, and I was like, damn, like, I've seen the movies. I know it's going to go.
I've seen Contagion.
The way that they play those movies, like, that's really what I thought. Like, I was afraid to just even go out.
Wow.
No.
Yeah, I can't say that I was, like, afraid to go out, but I was definitely concerned for, like, my father, because you know my father, right?
Yes.
And, like, you know, that was, like, the biggest thing was, you know, like, just not making sure my father was protected, and like my grandmother was living with us for a little while, so protecting her as well.
That's what really, like, I don't care if I get it, that exactly what you're saying. I care about as like my parents getting it, and my that's really what, because it's like, even they say you might have it and you don't know you have it, and then then I would feel like a piece of shit, because let me get sick, I don't care, but like I don't want to get other people. That's where the whole thing comes in. Like,
I agree. No, I agree wholeheartedly.
I'm like, I don't want anything to happen to them.
Yeah, no, like, I remember I was at the gym and, like, all these people just coming in and, like, getting all freaked out in the beginning. Oh, and then, and, like, that's just when the ball started rolling. Mm-hmm. And then the whole fucking lockdown hit. And then everyone was even more freaked out.
Yeah.
I just remember, like, this feeling of panic in the beginning.
Think about it. There was, like, meat shortages.
Toilet paper.
The grocery stores were ridiculous.
Oh,
that
God.
Everyone's buying, because at one point I started working there for like a month. Not doing it again. Never doing it again. Don't go to the shop right in Coma. Yep. I was there for like a month. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, that's rough.
People are buying 12 things of toilet paper, like, to the point where it's like, all right, you're not going to need this, but that's the panic that was installed to these people.
No, well, I mean, that's the thing, though, is that, like, I felt like the response was a little fucked up by, like, the government, you know, like, really just, like, shoving fear, like, not really the government, more like the media, but, like, just shoving fear down our throat.
But think about it. Fear, views go hand in hand.
It's truth.
That's where, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just, I don't like that. I'm not really a big media person. Like, I just feel like, even with the news, I don't watch the news unless it's with the weather, because it affects me. Because I feel like it's negative, something positive, negative. But like they have to do that because that's what people want to see. As fucked up as that sounds, it's like fear does install views. But I'm not, like, I know the virus is real. I respect it 100%. Is it over exaggerated? Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Absolutely, 100%. I know it's real. I've known people affected by it. It's exaggerated. No, but you know 100%. What? I guess that's how it has to. I don't know.
No, it doesn't have to be like that. But, you know, like, it's just a good opportunity for, you know, governments to start taking control, and for different shit to just go down that's a negative rabbit hole, you know what I mean? Like, just very snowball effect and just take more controls, like with the passports. You know, like I firmly don't believe in the vaccine passports, you know what I mean?
Absolutely
Isn't that like
not.
literally a violation of HIPAA?
It's 100%. It's just like, I feel like, one, a vaccine has never been mandated. It should be a personal choice, because a lot of people have medical problems, and not everybody is susceptible to that vaccine or whatever is in it. You know, I feel like it comes down to this. It's a personal preference. If it makes you feel safe and feel protected and better, I support it 100%.
Exactly.
But you're not going to force me to get something that I don't want to get. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a preference. And when it comes to things like that, that's what bothers me. If they try to mandate so what now? I can't travel because I don't have this?
Exactly.
And I feel like that's how that starts. And then it goes to, only people that are vaccinated could go to this.
Not that.
And that, like, I don't know.
I was talking about my boy. We were talking about China and how they have this social credit system.
Okay.
And so they literally have like, you have apps where you're like registered and you have your ID registered.
Okay.
And basically like, there's cameras all around China, like the main cities.
Yeah.
And if you're caught jaywalking, you lose points. You ever seen the first episode of Black Mirror?
But how would they? Oh, Black Mirror fucked me up.
You ever seen the first episode where it's like the bitch starts like losing her fucking numbers?
No, I know.
And
I
shit?
know what you're talking about. So wait, then how would even they know that somebody was jaywalking?
They have cameras watching everything, like the street.
Oh,
and
see,
literally,
no.
like the second you start like stepping out, you get like a notification.
There's no
on your
freedom.
Phone. No.
You're not. No. See, that's what I don't like. That's what. No.
I'm probably banned in China just by saying this.
No. The fact that that's allowed in other places is what's scary.
I know.
Like.
I know.
And you know what? Like, I gotta say, we have it pretty good like that. We're not there yet, but
yeah,
like,
I know.
I don't know if that's where we're heading. I really don't.
Well, it's funny too, because I was actually supposed to move to Europe.
Okay.
I was gonna move to Portugal.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was gonna move there, but like, the direction that the European Union is going, like they're still locking shit down a little bit. And it's like very strict. So, and I've heard rumblings like Denmark has a vaccine passport for you to even enter the country. So I'm like, I believe that's true. I have to fact check myself on that one. But like, why would I even bother to go because my choice personally right now is not to get the vaccine?
Yeah.
Why would I bother going if I can't move around? You know what I mean? Why would I even bother if I can't participate in society?
No, I completely agree with that. I am completely against mandating it just comes to that. Where's the freedom? Like, that's really where I take it. It's just like, how dare you try to force this on? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's kind of like not even bribery in a way. Like, oh, so I can't travel. So people who want to travel are going to get that not that they want it, that they want to be able to travel. Like,
No, it's funny you say that because I know a lady, she's a bartender at the place I used to work at.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I mean, I support the vaccine passports and I would get the vaccine because, you know what, just because I want to travel. And I was like, wait, so.
Not because they genuinely want it.
And I was like, so you don't mind getting something that pretty much you're the research right now. You're being researched on and you're getting it just because you want to travel. Like, why even have the vaccine passport in the first place?
Exactly. And like, this is another thing. They say that they've conducted research studies. How much could you really conduct in a year? Like,
it was only ready by November.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody, I don't even think scientists know the long-term effects and what it does to people. And I don't think people know either.
We can't. We are the research.
I know. And I'm not trying to be in it. Like, like that's just my preference. Like, you can go get it. I don't want to be in it. I agree. And I really hope that it doesn't go through because honestly, I'm staying my ass home and that's just how it's going to be.
And I feel like this is an issue that shouldn't even be like a partisan thing. Like it shouldn't be like one side's like, no. And then one side's yes. Like this should be like a universal, like overstepping.
Because I know a few people who are in it and I was like, I'm not, but it's just like, why?
Yeah.
Like, why is that a thing? And like I was telling you today, how they announced like baseball's opening May 19th.
Yeah.
And if you get vaccines, you get free ticket. Like, just what's with this free shit? And that's not the first thing that I've seen. To me, it's bribery.
It is.
Like, you could disagree, you could agree to disagree, but like, you're gonna tell me people who get vaccines are getting free shit and the people who don't aren't. So what is that? Like that. Now think about it. Someone who say can't afford to go to a game, they're gonna do it because they get that.
Yeah.
And it's just sad what is deemed normal and acceptable nowadays because there's not a lot of people who are woke. But it's just, it's scary.
No, they're woke just in a different direction.
I know.
No, but I mean, like, I just don't get it. I like. It's funny. I heard a quote that was like, if the government, celebrities, and all these like major scientists
encourage
are like,
you to, you don't
shouldn't-
do it.
Exactly.
No, I saw that today too because I've never gotten a flu shot either. I've never
have.
gotten the flu. Like even with to each, I've never gotten the flu. Think about like who got the flu this year? Nobody. Hardly anybody you heard.
Personally, I think that's just because no one went out.
Yeah. No, for real. Nobody's
Yeah.
going anywhere.
I think it's definitely still there.
It's just like another thing with COVID is I feel like people don't know how to socialize anymore. Like even when a grocery store, you have like 6 people and they're just like weirded out being around each other. And it's like, it's okay.
Yep.
Like it's all right. I've seen it. And it's just like, it worries me with the younger generation. Like even growing up, school's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
Like even though school sucks in an aspect, like it's where you learn to socialize with other people. It's where you learn habits. And like these little kids are not going to know anything but masks and distance.
Yeah. And the funny thing is that like the CDC even said themselves, kids don't need to wear the masks or get the vaccines. And like they just keep moving them. They're like 3 feet apart.
Yep.
But it's like,
are they just
3
exempt
feet?
from it?
Yeah, like what are you talking about? Like, why is it 6 feet for adults and 3 feet for kids? It makes no difference. The kids can contract it for sure. The kids can get it, but their chances of A, dying, and B, spreading it to others is very minimal.
Mm-hmm.
And even like having serious long-term effects, it's very minimal.
Yeah. My favorite thing when I go to restaurants is when you stand up, you got to have it. But as soon as you sit down, you don't need it. But as soon as you stand up again, you need it. Or you're going to, like, it just,
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I don't know.
There's so much I think we're just never going to understand.
Well, I think, you know what? I love the approach that Florida's taken to it.
Oh, yeah.
If you're comfortable with it, wear it.
Yep.
If you don't really care that much, don't wear it. You know, it is what it is. In reality, you know, my big gripe with the masks is that the N95 mask is the one that protects everybody, really. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the one that, like, when you breathe in, it keeps a lot of the particles out, but not most viruses. Mm-hmm. But breathing out, it protects you the most. Mm-hmm. Cloth masks don't do anything.
What everyone's
wearing. And also, like, I wear the surgical masks, but those don't wrap around your face very tight.
No.
And if they did, they would be a lot more protective, but still not all the way. So in a way, I'm not saying they're useless, but they're not as helpful as they're made out to be.
Oh, they're not. Now it's a fashion statement, masks. Now you go anywhere. I think the funny one is the fake that they're not wearing the mask. I want to get one so bad.
That's funny shit.
It's so funny. Yes, I'm wearing a mask.
I remember the guy who was like walking into the car dealership and he's like, sir, over your nose. He's like, it is over my nose.
That's so fun. Yeah, I want to get one so bad just to fuck with people.
Yeah. Well,
so funny.
It's just crazy how far we've like regressed in society.
Yeah.
Like regressed.
I know.
Far and hard and fast. Like it's crazy. It worries me a lot.
It does, because we just have so much more potential like as a society, and I just feel like we're just getting more divided by the day, and just it's sad.
Yeah, well, no,
even
it's
like
true.
friends don't talk to each just over certain views. And it's like, look, I will always love people equally.
Yeah.
Like, even if we don't agree, and I know other people don't have my stance on it, but that's just who I am.
No
and I
matter what
can't always
race,
envision other people.
No matter what gender.
Exactly.
No
Like,
matter
I
what
love you for you.
Yep.
Like,
I support anyone who is willing to work on themselves and be just a good person. You know,
exactly.
You don't have to believe in God. You don't have to believe in the views that I ascribe to.
Yes.
But you know, just
be a good person.
Just be the best version of yourself you can possibly be.
I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more.
Yeah.
Literally. If only it could be that simple.
Well, you know what? And that's the thing is that, like, you know, we were in such a golden age in a way, you know, of like economic prosperity, maybe not socially, you know, like socially we had a lot of issues.
Yeah.
But, you know, we are the freest nation on the planet for sure.
Yep.
And I feel like a lot of people just take that for granted nowadays. And like there are still a lot of issues that we need to, you know, like fucking work out. Like 100%. I'm not taking anything away from anybody, but we are so lucky to live in this country. You know, like people are always talking about these other countries like Denmark, Sweden, all this, and like even some of the Latin America countries. Like look at what happened yesterday in Colombia. In Colombia, they were having a protest against tax raises, and
what
19
they were
people
doing
got shot.
To them.
Yep.
I saw.
for a process about tax raises. You know, like here, you can go on the street and say, fuck Donald Trump, fuck Joe Biden, fuck Kamala Harris, fuck Mike Pence, whoever.
Yep.
You could literally talk, you could walk on the White House fucking lawn.
It's crazy.
Be like, fuck you, whoever's in office, no matter if they're Republican, Democrat. You can say, fuck you, have no problem. But you can't protest taxes in other countries.
Yeah, I feel like people definitely take for granted the freedom that we have here. Because in a lot of other countries, they kill their own people.
Legit.
Like,
Genocides. Actual, like, legit genocides.
Yep. It's a crazy world that we live in, definitely.
Yeah. And it always has been, and it always will be.
It just gets crazier, like, honestly, but in different ways. Like, the world's always been crazy, but now it's just kind of just the icing on the cake.
Yeah. Like now, well, especially because of technology and how much we can understand about other countries' political problems. Like we never really...
And we never been there. Yep.
Exactly. But we never had like the opportunity before, you know, like before we were sending fucking letters and letters took fucking 3 days to get down the street. You know what I'm saying? And now you can literally just go on your phone and see what's going on in Turkmenistan.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
And Google. You could Google anything and you get the answer.
Dude,
the only thing I don't Google is when I'm sick because Google tells me I'm dying.
I
can't. No, like it really.
MD.
It'll be like I have a headache. It's gonna be your last. It can't.
You have a brain tumor.
No, for real. Possible cancer. I'm just like, all right, I can't do this anymore. But it's crazy how much we advanced in technology. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of people can't think for themselves because they rely so. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I rely on my phone so much.
Oh, 100%.
GPS especially. Like if I don't know where I'm at, I don't know where I'm at.
No, I feel you there.
You know how many times I whip out the calculator to do it's just like, it's a good thing, but at the same time, it's a bad thing because people can't do things for themselves like they always need it. Like, I love technology, but at the same time, I fucking hate it. Just because we're just I like to have a conversation with somebody, and half the time, they're just like this. They're on their phone, they're not... That's one thing I hate, or especially at the dinner table. Let's just talk. Yeah. This is a time where, you know what I mean? We should come together and talk, but so many people are just drawn in. Social media, for another example. That's all people, like a lot of people just, social media is not real.
Yeah, it's facts. It's facts.
A person can show you what they want to show you, but you don't even know who they really are.
Well, you know what? I'm going to be honest. Like, this is why I don't date anymore. Because, like, I hate every single time you're, like, talking to a girl or like just even trying to start something, you always have to text for like 5 hours a day. And I'm like, I don't want to be on my phone at all. I don't want to talk to you over the phone all day long. I want to like, when I see you, I want to see you. When I talk to you, I want to talk to you. But like, it's like such a pressure.
They want a good morning, good night. Dude. Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Why do I have to tell you that I just made a left turn on the, like.
Dead ass though. Like, nah, like dead ass. This is why I've stopped dating. Because I can't stand texting anymore.
Yep. Yeah, people just have love types of what a relationship really is. Like, it has nothing to do with this being posted. It's just what the generation deemed acceptable. Like, you really think you being posted on Instagram means that he doesn't?
Well, it's actually funny you say that, you know, like, because I used to value that so much in high school. Like, you remember who I did.
Oh, so did I.
Dude, like, literally, I would get so upset, like, you know, like when... like, oh, you don't post me enough and like all this shit. And I would get insecure about that, like a little pussy. Until
I realized that's not really what's important. Because I'll see bitches getting posted and they're still getting cheated. Like shit like that. No,
but dude, it's such a fact.
No, all right, well, he's like just shit like that. But it's like, I feel like people are never in the now. Like you know where I live. You know where, knock on my door. Shit like that. But yeah, with the whole texting thing, I could not agree more because I hate texting, and if you know me, I'm just not a consistent text. Just call me. Let's have a conversation. Why do we always need to be on our phones? Or you'll see two people at a dinner table both on their phones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, like if that's the thing though, is that like, you know, David Goggins, obviously, right?
Yes.
And you know how he's an individual who went from one extreme to the other extreme.
Yes.
Well, I went from one extreme in that sense. Like I would always be texting, like always like want to be talking, always like want to be in contact. And then like now I've had like this weird like shift where like I can't even stand the thought of having to talk to someone over the phone for like more than 5 minutes.
I know.
You know, it's also because like when you get together and you're actually like present with the individual, what are you going to talk about? You literally spilled...
You said everything. You told me your whole life story overnight.
You spilt your fucking guts over text.
Exactly.
No facial emotions. You can't even understand what they're talking about really, because like you can't even see the reactions.
And it's to the point where you're typing, they're typing, and it's just like a constant on the
Dead
screen.
Ass. There's nothing worse than when you're like bubbles popping up and then it stops and then you're like and then you're like bah, 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 and then it pops up again. You're like, fuck, who's talking now?
I know.
Like when you're in person, just interrupt them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
No,
that's definitely the downfall of technology. It's just everybody.
100%.
Like,
major downside. Major.
Or like they left me on red. Shut up. You know where they live. See if they're home.
If you get left on red, just fuck it.
No,
just don't even talk to them anymore.
Take your pride, move to the next. It's okay. Keep it pushing.
Like, what is it supposed to hurt that you don't want to talk to me?
I know.
Okay, let me just go talk to my other. No,
because even in my past, like, I've had people who get mad at me for not responding, but it's just like, I'm not entitled to do anything in this. Like, I don't have to answer you right away, or like, it just doesn't have to be that way. Nobody can do a phone call. Like, I'm a big talker on the. No, you're good. Let it out.
I'm dying.
I like to talk on the phone. I really do. I don't know. I just feel like another thing. All right, this is so off topic. Not really.
No, hit me.
Arguing with somebody on text. All right.
Paragraphs
this is the most.
paragraphs.
You're in one spot for 45 minutes. This is the most frustrating thing for me because I'm guilty. I've argued with many people over text.
100%.
But the problem is with communication. You don't know how they're saying it, how they mean it, what tone of voice, and how you interpret what I say.
Oh my God, exactly.
When you're face to face with someone, body language is a big thing. Like, it's the best form of communication because you can really see, one, how they're saying it and how they mean it. Over text, I could say, all right, a big thing. If I say O with a K, you think I'm mad because I didn't put an AY. You think...
Dude, you're spitting such facts right now.
I have an attitude. What do you mean? I'm just saying okay.
Dude, I saw this meme that like sums that up so good. It was like, do you follow the Gains?
Yes.
Dude, did you see that thing where it was like, or it's not the Gains, it was his other page, like Ruin His Life? Do you follow that one too?
Of course.
It was like, what do you do in, or like, when are you free? And the guy goes, Sunday. And she goes, are you okay?
No, for real.
Like, that Sunday sounded a little attitude, like.
People misinterpret text like what I just said, and then it causes conflict for no reason.
Exactly.
Like, it's just the word okay. Because honestly, it's happened to me so many times. Like,
I've been on both ends. You know, I've been on the end where I've gotten mad, and I look back. But now I look back, and I'm like, what a fucking idiot I was to even think like that.
Exactly.
But now in more recent days, people like say that shit to me, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, for real.
Yeah.
How does this have any...
It has nothing to do with the conversation.
No.
All I'm doing is giving you information.
Exactly.
It just happens to be written out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's why I hate texting.
Yeah, texting... I do like sending memes to people, though. Like, if it's a funny video, that's different.
I'll give you that.
Then I'm like, all right, you got to laugh with me on this one because this is funny as hell.
Dead ass. Nah. And I'm so lit that you follow the Gains, bro.
Yeah,
that's the best fucking page on Instagram, I swear to God.
When I go on social media, it's to look at funny shit. Like,
exactly.
That's what keeps me going because then sometimes you'll go and it's just argue it, and then I'm like, all right, I'm on the wrong day. And then you'll find late night and early morning is when you find the funniest shit.
Yeah, because no one's up to argue.
No one's up to argue.
It's such a fact.
Oh my God, that's what keeps me going. The funny shit.
Oh yeah, especially pages like that though. Like just literally the most relatable, most fucked up memes too.
I'll write it and I'm like, damn, we're really not that far along because like we're kind of the same. Just what people say are so funny.
Yeah.
Nothing surprises me anymore. Or what comes out of someone's mouth, nothing will shock me. I think I've heard it all, seen it all.
I agree
People
with that.
are just fucked up. We're all just...
Dude, isn't it crazy that we've gotten to a point where like nothing is shocking anymore?
No.
Like literally when I was 17, I watched ISIS blow a fucking guy's head off. And now I'm just like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that terrible?
It's bad. It's so bad. Like
terrible.
I have such a sick sense of humor. That fucked up shit is funny to me. Not like that. Like,
yeah,
not like that. It's not funny.
Disclaimer, ISIS is not funny.
It's not funny at all. But like, just shit is so funny to me that probably shouldn't be, but it's just how life has become. But the meme accounts are what I live for. Like,
straight up.
Funny content is what I'm here for.
Straight.
I've become like conscious of what I watch, because when I watch, like, yeah, people will share videos but like when I watch bad shit, like it makes me feel a type of way and I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
Like
no, I feel
it
you.
fucks with my mood. Or like people get like, it's,
Yeah.
yes, it's very important things that are happening, but like it upsets me. And the fact that I can't really I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I watch that I'm like, wow.
Why did I just click this at 1 a.m?
But not only that, it's just a matter of like, there's always like that thing. It's like, if I was there, I would have fucking knocked this guy out, and like all that kind of shit.
Yep.
But it's like,
and they're laying in their bed, and it's just like, I understand that you want it, but
like you can't. Like, and if you were there, you wouldn't have done it. Let's be honest. Like there's plenty of times, like back in the day, I used to be like, yo, if that was me, bro, I would have knocked him out. But in reality,
the person there, whoa.
Exactly. And like, there's literally like no shot I would have done that.
What angers me is I'll watch videos of things happening and everyone's just sitting there like this.
Exactly. Just filming. Well, dude.
That's the only reason I could see it, is because you just stood there and recorded it for everybody else to see and nobody did shit.
Well, it's like that thing that's called the bystander. You took psychology, right?
100%. That's why I read through all these people.
Well, I remember like in psychology, we studied like this one case in New York City where they had like I don't know if it was like a test or if it was an actual case where like a woman was like fucking blood curdling screaming, but like everyone in the building was like,
watch,
it's not my problem, I'll just wait for someone else to call. And it's the same thing like when you're in a group and you see someone getting like, you know, like fucked up by the cops, let's say.
It's upsetting. And
everyone just starts filming, you know what I mean, rather than like actually interjecting. And like, I know it's like, it's tough like when you see a cop on someone and you maybe you think it's wrong, maybe you don't, and you stop them or you don't. Like, that's a hard situation, but everyone's like filming regardless. Like, let's say there's just like a fight and it's not a cop. How many people are going to jump in?
Nobody.
Nobody. Everyone's going to film. Yep.
That's what bothers me so much, because I even see things in my daily life and nobody helps people. Not even,
dude,
like, nobody.
Not even for a flat tire.
No. The one time I got a flat, I was helped though, so I was really hyped.
Weak.
But no, I just, it makes me really sad. Another thing that bothers, this has nothing to do, it's like when I see homeless, like it just bothers me. Like I help in any way that I can with anybody, because how I put it as, even if I don't like you, I will still help you, because if I was in that position, I would want to be helped.
100%.
And you know what? It takes that one person, that one kindness that helps that other person. Because you could meet someone who wants to end it all.
100%.
You give them something. You give them another reason to keep up.
I couldn't agree with you anymore.
Because you know what? Like, I've helped many people. Like, it's just because they get so despaired that nobody cares.
Exactly.
And
I've been on both sides of that shoe. You know what I mean? The one who's been helping and the one who's being helped.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what? And I do have to be honest, though. The only person who can really help you is yourself.
Look at that. Finish each other's... No, 100%. And because you can't help someone who doesn't want to be helped. Like, I've learned that. Like, I've tried to help people who did not want it, and it doesn't work because they don't want to change. If you don't see a wrong in your own actions, like, and somebody else does, you're not going to see it. So it's like you're not going to change.
You can give a man a fishing pole, maybe. Or no, you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a
pole.
day. Or you teach a man how to fish and he'll eat for the rest of his life. That's what it is.
Like...
I'm not a very good guy with quotes.
No, it's okay, but I picked up what you were putting down because the only person that really could help you is yourself. Like you need to see the problem and you need to want help. Like I've tried to help people who didn't want to be helped before, and it's a dead end. Yeah,
well, I mean, you know what? You have to get to a point, like I got to a point in my life where I was like looking in the mirror and I was like thinking in my head about, you know, the negative thoughts that I would have, and I would just look at myself from an outside perspective, and I was like, I'm sick of who I am. You know what I mean? Like, I got to a point where I was just being such a bitch about life.
Hey, I was there too, so I can't even act like I wasn't. But
that's why you have to get to that point in yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
You have to get to rock bottom, like you said before.
Rock bottom teaches you things that the top could never.
100%.
And it's the biggest thing that I've learned is don't ever think that it can't happen to you in any situation. Like
anything can happen to you.
Just how you can get shit, it could just fucking get dropped. Like. Life is so unpredictable. You could have everything and then have nothing. 100%. That's why it's so important to, one, remain humble. I think humbleness is so important. And two, be grateful. Even just for the basic shit. We can breathe. We can walk. Like, imagine we couldn't see. Just shit like that. Like, really, like, I'm up. I'm healthy. Instead of, I don't want to work out, I get to work out. I get
Deadass.
to do this because other people can't. And it's just like, when you have that mindset, you see shit different. Because, like, I might not have much, but I have it all. If that makes sense.
No. That's the way I think every single day. And even though I have a big problem with modesty.
No, it's okay.
But no, it is true. You know, I recognize my blessings every single day because, you know, I spent a lot of time in my life being like, always thinking about the negative things that have happened to me or that will happen. And, you know, like, I never really took the time to smell the roses per se.
Yeah.
And understand that a lot of those things that may have been negative there was a lot of positives also in that situation. And that's the way I should be looking at it. Like, let's say, you know, like with my father who can't walk, like a lot of times, or actually one time we went to Disney.
Yeah.
And he fell in the bathroom. And so I don't even know like what happened, but like, you know, it was like a panic situation. And then one of the Disney staff came and took us on like a ride, like my brothers and I on a ride, and like gave us a fun time, and like, I don't even know, probably like gave us some cool shit while my mom and like the security guards were like helping my father up and get back into his chair. So the way I used to look at it was my father fell at Disney one time and that really sucked. That really put a damper on the day. But in reality, I should be looking at it like someone took time out of their day, even if it was just their job, to make me and my brothers happy in a moment that could have been really damaging. And you know, like a lot of those moments are really damaging, but it's just how you look at it.
Exactly. And I'm a big thing on everything happens for a reason. Or if something doesn't go as planned, like this has happened, you can have an itinerary. You know what you're going to do, and it doesn't go as... It was not meant to go that way.
100%.
And yes, it pisses off, but like, you don't know what could have... You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I put it, because you want to go here, it doesn't work out. You weren't meant to go.
People don't understand. Like, that's how I feel about Portugal.
Yep.
Like when I was supposed to go, it was July 22nd of 2020.
Oh, that's my birthday.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Yo, that's crazy.
I'll be 22.
No, but like, if I would have gone, I only would have had $6,000 in my pocket. I would have had no plan, no music written.
Yep.
I would have just been going, you know, like kind of blind and with no direction. So I think that, like, you know, like, I'm a big believer in God. God intervened in my fucking life, and he was like, do not, like, this is not the time to go. And, you know, like, maybe that's not the reason the pandemic happened, but that's the thing I take out of it.
Oh, 100%. And I can't agree with you more, like, because I do believe in God 100%. And honestly, like, I trust him with my path in life. And like,
exactly.
How can I explain this? Like, if someone was not meant for me and I didn't stop, he made it so that, okay, now you have to go through this. Now you don't have a choice.
Exactly.
Like, sometimes what we want is not what's best for us.
Exactly.
Because we don't know the bigger picture. We don't. We only know the now and what we want. And sometimes what we want is not good for us.
It's usually not the good thing.
No, it's not. Definitely not for me.
Well, you know what? That's just because, like, a lot of our innate human desires are for things that are, like, temporary and could also just be negative, you know, like just things that, like, we're addictions
things that are
and
only
vices.
Good in the moment and not good afterward. Like, I can't agree with you more. Like, we like temporary satisfaction as people.
Exactly.
Like, I can't lie, like, so do I, but we all do.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time it's not good for us, and like, even like a day after, and we could see why that wasn't good for us, because then people don't think it's the after effects of things. We're kind of just like, all right, me, I used to be very I'm still spontaneous, but like, I used to be very like, fuck it, let me do it, and then I would get fucked like a few days later, and I was just like, why did I do this? Now I try to think, okay, if I make this decision, what are the negatives, what are the pros, what's gonna happen? I try to be more cautious, because like, it takes one careless mistake and you're just in a predicament that you don't want to be in.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I used to be a little wild. I'm definitely a lot more tame now, but
that's saying something too, because you were
100%. I just did whatever the fuck I wanted, but you know what? It definitely humbled me, because it does not work. And then I got knocked out with a bat. Like, but that really taught me a lot.
Crazy
like,
shit.
I was,
really?
After
so
that,
what did you take from that?
I don't understand why that, like, why that exactly happened, but what that took from me is that I could have died and just not even known. Like, that shit, like, if I died in that way, you know what I'm saying? Like, I learned the value of life. Like, it was like, I did not expect that to happen at all, but that's what life is. You don't know. You could hop on a plane. That's the last time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people are just like, I have time. You don't know when your time is done. We're so caught up in the moment in our lives and work, money, that we don't stop to think like, I'm here right now. Like, the only thing certain about life is that it ends for all of us. And it's like, yes, it's scary, but at the same time, there's nothing we could do about it because it's the inevitable. But like, it really taught me to value life and just try to be the best person that I can, because like, I would be sad, but like, if I died that day, I wouldn't even know. Like, I
would have been very sad. I mean,
yeah,
just like, it was just crazy. Yo, actually, I'll show you after, but I have a video the day of.
No. 2
periods before.
Me making lasagna. I remember. I was in a blue dress.
Yes, you were.
Shit like that, and I made lasagna.
It was that was such a great day too. Like,
that's what I'm saying. It was beautiful. I wanted to skip. It was a nice Friday. Like,
it was a primo day. Like,
that's
literally
what I'm
everything
saying.
went well
Shit
that
happens
day.
when you don't expect it to.
Yep.
And that's what still like.
It's funny how we can look back and like remember like the great things about that day too.
It's like, I won't remember shit. I'll remember I was in a blue dress making lasagna, like shit like that. Like, I won't remember the bigger picture, but I'll remember little details of things. But no, I remember that was like, I had a really fun day. I came from Harbs' class, then we went to gym.
Yo, I seen Harbs.
I love Harbs.
Yo, you know that new coffee shop that's in place of
Gregory's.
I seen Harbs in there one day. I walked in the door. I looked to my right.
It was hard. I'm honestly glad they made that a coffee shop, because that was my spot. Like, that was such a popular spot, even for after. But I would go there all the time and like study and shit. I'm glad they made something new, because I kind of missed that spot.
I love Gregory's. It's actually a really dope spot. I mean, I got my coffee machine here, but
even the atmosphere, like, I like that you could, like, I don't know, I like places like that where you can go and like
chill.
I like it. No, it was definitely amazing. I don't know why Starbucks closed though.
Yeah, that's a mystery to me. Like, it's such a profitable fucking franchise, you know what I mean?
That's a pretty good area too. You got the school, right? Like, a lot of, because Gregory's is packed all the time now. The first time I went, the line was out the door. I was like, good for you.
No, straight up though. Yep. Yeah, like, it surprised me. Like, I went in there, I was expecting some like bullshit hipster fucking, and like some of the drinks are a little eccentric, but you know, like, shit, they make a banging latte. I'll tell you that.
It's fire. I had to go in because this is where they got you. Your first drink is free. I was like, all right, I'm in.
Wait,
boom.
I did not hear about this.
Okay. Do you have the app? No, you don't have. Okay. You download the app, and now you could still get it because they don't know who you are. Look, I'm putting you on.
That's the problem, is that like, I go in there and I'm always talking to the people anywhere I go.
You're gonna know I was here before. So basically, you would get the app and you put in your information. Then there's a code and you scan it and you get it. You could still get it because you didn't get the app yet.
True.
That's why I went. I go, free drink. But no, I kept going. I liked it there. It's dope. Okay. It's a good spot. There's so many memories in that like one complex. Like, I feel like everybody would walk 1 to 5 Guys. You're lying if you said that you did not
jumped in 5 Guys.
Yep. There's many fights in 5 Guys. 5 Guys and then Starbucks.
That's weak. That's so weak. No. You're spitting such cold hard facts right now. Dude.
Everybody from the football, like, there's just memories in that.
Oh my God.
It's just crazy, like that was like 4 years. Like, I feel like it wasn't that long ago. Dude, time flies. Time flies. That's what's scary. Like, that's why I'm very valuable with whom I share it with now, because I can't get that shit back, and neither can you. So why are we wasting our time? That's how I think of shit now. Like,
no, I agree with you 100%, and that's why, you know, like, you just have to, like, the motto of my logo: live extraordinarily, always persevere. That's like,
I love it.
You just have to like do everything in your power to live the most extraordinary life, make memories, be with the best people you can.
I know. That's what it's all about. Like,
you know it.
I've been doing it like this, and I've been living. Like, that's how you got to do it. Just, I know it's inevitable to be stressed, but I don't want to. Like, stress makes me sick. Like, I'm not going to lie. I stress sometimes, but I try not to, because it's just like, why am I sitting? I don't have to. I don't have to be.
Well, it's funny you say that, because when I used to get stressed, like, let's say I had to deal with a confrontational situation.
My stomach. Me coming to the pocket. Stomach.
Weak.
No, when I worry, my stomach just like, it's whenever, all right, so like, I'm always big on doing new things, because you got to get comfortable getting uncomfortable. That's the biggest thing for me. So like, I'm just trying to do new things, and be okay with it, because
Straight
I
up.
feel like no one's ever going to be comfortable changing, but that's
Never.
what it's about. Like, I love, like, change is inevitable and I love it. Like, I live for it because it forces you to do that thing. And look, then like, I'm in and I'm in it. Now we're like an hour in. That's what I'm saying.
And you're doing fantastic, by the way.
I'm loving it.
Everyone give a like for fucking Justina Caliendo. There we go. No, dead ass. But like, but that's the thing though, is that, I'll have anyone and everyone on, but
Yeah.
you showed interest, but also I know you're a great conversationalist. So this is like easy money.
Oh, yeah. No,
That's like literally prime fucking candidate to be on the podcast.
I love it. But no, change is a scary thing, or even with people getting into the fitness industry, they become very discouraged because you see these people who have been in it for years, they're in it. And they're afraid to get into that new atmosphere and try because of the fear of being judged. But it's a I'm not going to judge anybody. It's a learning process. And that's why I want to help people be comfortable getting into this new atmosphere, because we all started. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, but yeah, you got to get comfortable getting uncomfortable, because
No, 100%. I could not agree more.
it's time. We got to get out of that old habits and start some new habits.
Well, that's another thing with like losing weight. Like when I lost weight 10th grade into 11th grade, that's when I dropped from 215 pounds.
Holy shit. Why do I not remember you being like that?
I'll put a
He
picture
goes,
up for everybody.
I'll put it up.
Yeah, but I'll show you later. But yeah, like I was in that relationship with a certain individual in 10th grade.
Oh, that relationship weight is a whole nother thing, because that's a real thing.
Which one?
Relationship weight.
Yeah. Oh, no. Not
Oh, okay.
Not the foreign exchange student.
Okay.
The one before that. Yeah.
All right.
So in that relationship, I just wasn't very comfortable with myself, because the individual and I, like, that's how we bonded, was like eating together. And then, once that relationship ended, I was like looking at myself and like, I was like, damn, I'm 215 pounds right now.
Wow.
I'm at rock bottom. And
you get upset about it.
Yeah.
And food is comfort. So that now I completely understand exactly what you're coming from, and you need a new outlet.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the thing that sucks. Like, I love relationships, but like, yeah, you guys you eat it. I'm sorry, trying new restaurants is a love language. Like, I love doing it. It's all fun and games till you step on the scale.
Oh, you're so factual though. No, it's truth.
Because that in the beginning, you're going to restaurants, this, and then you're like, damn. Where'd this come from? No, I'm serious.
It's too factual though. You're hitting me with too many facts.
It's like, it's facts, because like,
well, like that's a good way to bond. You're sitting down at a table.
And food. What's better than food? Nah, food is like life. I love eating. I love food. I love the meats.
Exactly.
The cheeses. The meats.
The charcuterie. No, but that's why I'm gonna start a new strategy, like, with bringing girls on dates, is like doing just like
let's go to the gym.
Nah, I don't want to punch her in the face on the first date. Jesus, I'm not gonna give her an excuse to call me a domestic abuser.
So new thing, you want to do things instead of eat. Okay.
So we could like go out for drinks and dinner afterwards, but like I want the initial thing to be very, very special, because you're like, if I'm gonna go on a date with you, you have to be a very special individual. Like I'm not
taking no basic out. No, I
it's dead ass. Like I'm tired of like I got to the point where I was just like taking these girls out who like it was. I had the impression that it was just like for that one night. You know what I mean?
Okay. No, I understand.
Like there's nothing fun. I don't get anything out of that. You know what I mean? Like I never ever enjoyed like the whole like. I can't say I've had too many, but like one night stands and shit. Like I hate that shit. It just like irks me. It ekes me out, and I like. It's just so boring. So like.
No, I feel
that's the kind of shit you do. You take them out on a date, you bring them dinner, and then you go home, and then what happens?
Yeah. And then the next day, it's like, all right. No, I
fade away.
Bye.
Exactly. But if you take them out and like do something very special, like shit, I don't know, fucking bungee jumping, fucking you going cliff diving, you go snowboarding.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
See, this is the thing with me. If I go out on a date, I don't want to go to dinner. Like I like to do exactly what you're saying. Like I like to do shit that we could both experience together. Like, yeah, we can go to dinner anytime.
Straight up.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you tell me, all right, let's go skydiving, I would probably say yes. 100%. And you know what? Afterwards, we are going to be on such a different level. We just
fucking jumped. You faced death.
together on the first date. What about the second? No, like
Dead
that's
ass,
what
though.
I like.
It does set a high bar, though. I'll give you that.
Oh no, what's the second? No, for real. What are we gonna do now?
We're diving with sharks, bitch.
No, but I feel you. Even it doesn't even have to be something so astronomical like that. It could literally just be like, literally
Go-karting.
Yeah, and I would love that.
Oh, 100%.
I would love that, and I'm gonna fucking smoke you.
Weak.
You're gonna see me passing.
No, it's valid.
Nah, I love shit
100%.
like that. I just feel like people put such like high perspectives on dates when it could literally not be the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Like
What's your
good
dream
conversation. My dream. You want me to get?
Expand.
If we're getting like dream, like
Yeah, like
if,
talk like literally
big baller.
prime fucking
Just
primo.
send me my plane ticket and we'll meet in a different like that. If we're talking big ball, see, you already put the bar high. Like you got my.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll meet you there at the spot.
Low key. That's something I've always wanted. Like low key.
Like that's what I'm about. Like you want to travel? Bet. That's what you want to take me on a date. You can take me out wherever you want. Like if we're talking big ball, but like other than that, like I just like spending time with someone. Music. I'm big on like. If you send me a playlist and be like, I made this for you, I already know you love. I'm probably gonna marry
That's
you.
fire.
Like that is what I like. Or like when people do little things for something. Like I'm not a materialistic person at all. Like yes, it's nice. Like you could buy me $1,000 bag, but I appreciate if you got me a $5 thing that you thought about me. That means so much more to me than a bag that I'm going to put in my closet. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? Or something that we can experience together. Like, and not a lot of girls can agree with me. They like the shoe. And you know what? That's cool because that's your love language. Mine is different. That's, you know what I'm saying? But
No,
like,
it's facts.
I've never been big on materialistic. Like, I like a humble person. Like, you could have it, but you don't flaunt it. I don't know. I'm not really a big thing with
Yeah,
like.
I don't like flexers.
No, because if you have to flex it, you don't have it. Because I could tell you, I've met a rich man doesn't show.
It's truth.
He doesn't show his shit because you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and a lot of my clientele is rich. I have no idea that this guy's a millionaire. Like, I have no idea. But just like, I like humbleness because I've dated I just don't like it. That's the first and the last day we're ever going. Like, you know, but everybody has their preference. But like, I am with the little shit. Like, I don't know. I love that.
True.
Like that's my shit. That playlist hit.
Weak. Send me a playlist and I'm melted
That's
like
it.
butter.
That is it. Nah, or like just I like roller skate. All right, I like roller skating. I haven't been in a while.
I've never done
it. It's so much fun. You got to know what you're doing though, or you're gonna bust it. But it's all
I
right.
used to ice skate.
Like this is what makes no sense. I can roller skate. I can't ice skate.
Interesting.
Nah, I fall right on the floor.
I've never heard of that.
It doesn't. I'm a little It doesn't make
Weak.
any sense.
I'm a little special.
I'm very I'm just a clumsy person. I
It'd be
fuck
like
up a
that.
lot.
It'd be like that. Don't
But
trip.
at least I'm funny. Like
Weak.
I got a solid personality, so you know I don't got a fat ass, but it's okay
Yeah.
because I bring the meats to the table. That's
You bring the spec to the table. Yep.
and I
it's
just feel
true.
like when you know what you bring to the table, like if somebody doesn't want you, it doesn't bother me because you're not for me. Or even with that, like you just have to have self, and it's a process because I never always I love myself so much now that like. What somebody says, I could give a fuck less about.
Yeah.
Like that's your opinion. Good, put it in my fucking pocket. I'm gonna keep going. But it's just like a lot of people don't have that yet, and they haven't experienced. So when somebody says something to them, they take it so like my old me. It was my old self. Like I believe that, but like what somebody has to say about you has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. And
It's
once
true.
you get that mindset, once you don't care, you're living. You're really.
It's funny you say that too, because like, it's the people who don't love themselves that I don't trust.
Yep.
Like, I don't know. There's something about people who just need validation constantly. Because once again, this is a place where I was.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust myself back then.
No, I did not trust
Dead
myself.
ass.
No, I agree
Because
with
I
you
know
on
how
that.
stupid I was, and I know that the compromised decisions I would make.
And you know that they haven't went through that yet. Yep. Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
in order to truly like appreciate yourself and to appreciate others.
Yep.
You have to take that time to do that work to find a way to love yourself. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I feel like when they don't have it within themselves, they look for it in another person and they need it. And there's a difference between loving someone and needing a person. There's a big line between the two, because if you don't love you, how the fuck do you love me? And I say this all the time, and it's like, if you really love that person, you will leave so they could work on them. I feel like that love is not always doing what you want, but doing what's best for you and that other person. And like a lot of people don't understand that, but it's like in the bigger picture, you'll get what I was talking about.
Oh, 100%. Hey, look, you know, I still have a lot of problems letting go of certain things. You know what I mean?
Me too.
Like, you know, like just past relationships or past friendships, whatever it is, you know, like there's certain things that, you know, you just wish that you could just start again and go back to the way it made you feel or whatever. But in reality, sometimes you got to understand that it's better.
I know. Because
you have to work on yourself, or maybe they have to work on themselves, or maybe both. And as much as it hurts, you know, it's just you have to accept that.
It's always easier said than done. Like I always say that. Like I could say it, and then when it comes to doing it, I'm like, oh, this is hard.
No, I agree. It's very difficult. It's probably one of the
especially
toughest
when you care
challenges in
about
life.
the person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, this is not what I want to do, but it's what I have to do for the both of us.
Exactly.
Once something becomes not healthy, it's time. Like,
well, the good thing is like when you're able to see what that person's doing and like maybe they've moved on, and then you're able to be like, wow, I'm actually kind of happy for that person.
I am so, yeah.
Like it's a weird place because like you come from a place of like, I don't want this person to move on, and it's a very selfish place. But then you get to a place where you're comfortable with yourself finally.
Yes. And
then you look on and you're like, wow, wait, that's actually fire. Like, I'm super happy for this person.
It's so important to start with yourself. And like, if I could tell my past self anything, it would to be like, to work on myself. Like, past me, like I was what I'm talking about right now, needing validation from other people and not seeing it with myself and just defining myself with others' words. And it's just like, it's not supposed to be like that.
I'm very impressed with you.
Thank you.
I got to be straight. Like, I'm very, very impressed with the person you've become.
Thank you. Honestly, I really appreciate that because what I've learned, I want to help other people that are in the position that I was in, because I talk to many people, even though if I don't hang out with them, to try to get some sense into them, because I see what they're doing and the habits and I see where that's going to lead them, and I don't want that.
Deadass.
Like,
some people just can't take criticism.
No.
100%.
They get defensive.
Yeah.
Even when you try to put it in the nicest way that you can put it, they take it to heart. And it's just like, I'm not trying to do this to hurt you. I'm trying to help you.
Yeah. But you know what? Sometimes there's a way to go about it, but sometimes you just have to, like we were talking about before, you know, just let them find that rock bottom. And then once they get to a point where they're so sick of themselves, then they have no choice but to change.
Yep.
Unless you want to live an unhappy life.
Like, rock bottom sucks, but you need it.
Big time.
Like, I've hit rock
been there
bottom.
a million times.
Yes. And there's nothing good about it, but like, you find your way.
Yep.
It's just, even with my friends, like I've helped many friends who have been so depressed and hit rock bottom, and I was there every single day to where I didn't even think that they were. And you know what? There comes that one day where they see it and they're just like, what the fuck am I doing? Because it's so easy to get caught up in bullshit. Like, trust me, even with myself, like, not every day that I may be very positive, but not every day is a good day. And it's okay to have a bad day. Sometimes I wake up and I'm just like, all right, it's going to be a day, but I'm going to make the best. Yep. What I notice with me is sometimes the weather affects my mood. Like, when it's rain, like, I'm so up at 6 a.m. energetic when it's nice out. And then the days that it's raining, I'm like, all right, the rain really, it fucks with me a little bit.
Stay with me.
No, for real. Like, I just want to lay in bed.
Yeah.
But, like, or the winter when it's dark at 4 o'clock. That really fucks with me, because I'm just I like to do shit. I like to be outside. And when the sun is out, I want to be out. Like, the summer is my prime. You could have a whole beach. The summer, I love it.
Don't even get me started.
I love it. Like, I knew the summer was coming because last week I'm chilling on the couch with my mom and my cat is like looking. There was a wasp in my house. How the fuck? What are we in? It's like
it's the beginning of May.
Wasp.
That's crazy.
But we're talking, it's like 11:30 at night. I didn't know what to do. I just put a cup over him. He was not happy. No, that's the one. I'm not good with bugs at all. Like, I am really just. That's one thing that I'm afraid. Like, I know, don't be. No, if you bring a bug in, I'm doing whatever you like. That's your house. That is your house. I got rid of him after.
You
like,
own the house
no,
now.
for real. You pay the rent. Get that shit.
I'm dead. I'm actually dead.
No, I'm
paying the mortgage for you to live here.
I don't know what it is. I'm so petrified. I hope no one uses this again. I'm so petrified of bugs. It's sick. Like I finally have a sunroof, and I'm afraid that a bee's just gonna fly in. And
damn.
It's happened to me before. So
bees are cool though. It's just a wasp or like a hornet that you have to worry about, kind of.
Because they could keep going. Yeah.
Yeah.
The big bees. I'll close my eyes.
Weak. Oh yeah. Oh, you don't like bumblebees?
No, I don't do any. Like I know they're not gonna do anything, so I just try not to look. But like I'm afraid of getting stung. I don't know what it is.
I used to have a big fear of bees. Like I remember I was God, I don't even remember where I was. Oh, this is all right. So I was like 6 years old, and I had just moved down to Florida, and we were in this like apartment complex, and because of my father, we had to park at a handicap spot. I went up to the sign and I went boom. I kicked the sign. A wasp's nest fell from behind the sign. Dude, literally like an entire wasp nest. It wasn't big, but it was like five.
They were pissed.
It was five motherfuckers, and they were like, "Who the? What's
when
up, motherfucker?"
When they see the one person.
Yeah, they're like, "What's up, bitch?" And I got boom right in the eye. Yeah, like right around. I don't remember if it was like the top or the bottom of the eye, but ever since that day, like until the time I was like probably 19, I was deathly afraid.
Once you have a traumatic experience with something like with bees, like one time I only got stung once. I was a kid and I was running and I stepped on him. My foot blew it. No, that was traumatic for me. So now like I'm afraid, like when I go to outdoor restaurants, I cause a scene. Like if it sucks that it has to be this way, but it is. Like I'll run away. I'm online, I'm out. I'm hitting the bag. No, and some people are I just feel like they know that I'm scared. They're like, yeah, bitch. Yeah, move.
Yeah, what's up, bitch?
No, for real.
This is my burger now, bitch.
No,
what's up?
Bees are definitely the top. I'd say spiders are next.
Oh, true.
Now, here's my story with a spider. So I'm at work. I'm just going to pee. Cool. What do I see the minute I walk in? All right, the top of the toilet. Two big black spiders, mom and dad. I've never seen no shit like this in my life. The mom gives birth. No, while I'm in the bathroom, a sack comes out. And I'm like, oh, hundreds of babies are just immersing. They're so tiny. I run out and I start cursing. I'm like, Nicole, get the fuck in here. A birth. Like they both witnessed the birth. I just start spraying bleach everywhere. They're both going nuts. The dad got away, but I murdered his whole family.
Oh, wow. He's coming back for revenge.
Oh, I know. I still haven't found him.
How long ago was this now?
This was like a solid 2 months ago.
It's probably dead by now.
I hope so.
Spiders don't live that long.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Spider cricket. No, they're just not.
Crickets are nice though. Crickets are cool.
Have you ever met a spider cricket? I get them.
Spider cricket.
Okay, so now we got a mix of both. You have a spider that can jump. Okay.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't care, but like if you're in a basement area or you're near like a lake or something, like my friend Alex would always get them in her basement. Like why did I just think there was something near me? I just freak out. So no, I'm like, I have a problem. We will get them all the time, but the thing is they attack. Like I could be sitting here and it sees me, it's gonna bite me.
Interesting.
No, I gotta get over it though. I gotta face my fear. I don't know how, but one day I will. I'm cool with snakes and stuff though. It doesn't make any sense.
Dude, you should do like what Fear Factor used to do. Just like dunk yourself in a tank of fucking spiders or like
Fear
roaches or something.
Factor made you do the most fucked up shit that I'll watch it sometimes and I'm like, yo, this is not even worth the $15,000. Like,
yeah, like drinking horse
I think they want you to die.
Low key. Well, yeah.
No, Fear Factor was fucked up.
Oh yeah,
that was a fucked up show.
It's like Jackass, but for money.
Oh my gosh, like they really had you do the most.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
I don't think I would make it.
Oh no, definitely not.
Nah.
I'd probably vomit.
Or like freaking, I saw this one episode where you gotta lay in like a tank of scorpion. What do you mean? What if that shit just start? That's the thing, like with traveling, you see other bugs that you've never seen here.
It's true.
Woo! No.
Yeah, that's why I'm not too keen on Australia just yet.
Okay. I always said I wanted to go to Australia because I wanted the kangaroos and I started seeing like these Facebook videos of just like, oh, people like, oh, normal insects.
Yep.
We're talking about spiders like this, centipede.
Dead ass.
Ooh, or like bugs that if they bite you, you'll go paralyzed.
Yeah, like a centipede and shit.
Ooh.
Well, you ever seen Coyote Peterson?
No.
Dude, he's this guy who like.
Is he like a bug person?
Yes, so he's a wilderness guy, kind of like a Steve Irwin, but he's like an American Steve Irwin.
There's really an occupation for every person. Like there's like if you wake up and you say I want to do this with that, you're meant to do that.
Oh, 100%.
That's all I have to say.
Oh, 100%.
Continue.
Oh, thank you, princess. No, but literally, this guy, he has this like segment. I don't know if he does it anymore. I don't really watch shit anymore, but he would do the most painful stings in the world.
See.
So he did like from like one of the least painful stings, which is just like a regular honeybee.
So what for what? He wanted to know like
Yep.
okay.
He just wanted to show everybody what goes down.
Nice.
So this guy's literally just getting like bit by fucking centipedes. He's getting stung by like the most fucked up bees.
He's just letting it happen.
Yep. He's getting bit by the most powerful bite of an ant like on the planet and shit. And he's just like, yeah, so that's what happens. He's after like 30 minutes of like pure like, yeah, like this guy's fucking insane.
Imagine that being what you wake up on a Tuesday and you're like, I want to get bit by these three. So no shot. No shot
in hell.
Like even with Steve Irwin, it's so upsetting what happened to him because I love him and his family. I love them, but like it's crazy how like that's what he wanted to do with his life. Like
when you have a passion, you chase it.
I know.
Yeah.
Like that's why no idea to me is crazy because if you really want it, you could really make that happen.
Yeah, it's crazy too because my brother, he when we lived in Florida, you know, he used to do a lot of like, he used to go pick up snakes off the street and just put them in tanks and like let them chill, you know, and like. He loved Steve Irwin, so when he died, you know, like that was a big, like, impactful moment.
That was so fun. Like how he, like, of course, in the heart.
Stingrays they're nasty.
You wrestle alligators, and that's what's gonna take. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Fucking honestly, he lived.
He went out with a bang.
He lived his best life.
I know he did.
Nah.
I love how his family still
keeps up the tradition.
Like I love it. It's awesome to me.
Yeah, no, that is so cool, you know, and I respect it so much too. Like it's just such a good thing to see.
If I had the balls to do that, I would. I don't know how it would be though, if like, cause crocodiles they could finesse on land and in the water. That's what gets me. They run.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they can go like over 20 miles an hour.
Oh, if they want you, they're getting you.
Oh,
that's
100%. You're done.
Like it brings me back to like the prehistoric days, how there was shit like that, but we're talking and it was just a thing. Like it was not like they were just running. You're gonna tell me there was shit in the, like, can you like? This is what gets me. Like sometimes I'll sit and I'll just think about random shit. Like we had dinosaurs and just prehistoric shit. Just and what it's just got like everything's gone and now here we are.
You ever seen on Instagram Nature is Metal?
No, what is it?
It's a page that like shows like lions with like a fucking antelope in its jaws and just like ripping it around and shit, and like alligators fucking destroying like mongooses and whatever, like like literally just all the shit that goes down outside of our sphere, outside of our human and calm and chill sphere. There's this whole fucking metal.
The cycle.
Nature is metal.
I know.
Like nature. Yeah, nature's scary shit.
It upsets me, but it's like it's a cycle. Like I know this eats this and this eats this.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yo, nature's really that bitch.
Yeah. Dead ass.
I love animals, but a lot of them could just
fucking kill you. Your dog could kill you, honestly.
Without hesitation.
Yep. Nah, my dog probably couldn't kill me. My dog
she's so cute.
You met my dog, right? Mm-hmm. You have. Wow.
How old is he now?
She.
Oh, wow.
Nah,
misgendered.
Nah, it's all good. She's gonna be 4 in July. July 28th, she's gonna be 4.
Aww.
Oh, I love that dog so much. I swear to God. I'm gonna bring her here one day. I keep meaning to bring her to the studio, but I'm here for so long and there's nowhere for her to play.
I know.
I'd feel so bad.
I really want to domesticate a squirrel, and probably many people have probably never said that.
This took a turn.
I know. I really want, like,
Whoa.
You can't see me pulling up with a squirrel. You can.
Nothing is out of the radar.
Nothing.
There's no such thing as abnormal
I
with
want
you.
to so bad. Like, I don't know what it is. And my mom says that I'm bugging, but I'm just like, no, like, you're going to tell me if I had a bait, like, and I raised that, you're going to tell me it's going to love me.
There's always the potential. I mean, hey, look, if that's your fucking flex, then.
I saw this thing, this woman in Florida. She domesticated an alligator. Okay. What we were just talking
Makes
about.
Sense.
cool, but it wasn't like huge. It was still big, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was like from here to me, and it was her emotional support animal, and like the government was trying to like take it away because it's a wild animal, but like no, like it hugs her. They change clothes on it, and he's like this. I gotta show you the video after, like a dog. I've never seen no shit like this.
That thing is gonna fucking kill her.
No, one day it's gonna just fuck. No, like she holds it and it's
Snap.
like this, and I'm like, damn, like somebody has someone for somebody. Like,
You remember that story about that chimp that went crazy and like tore that woman's face off?
oh, I don't fuck with monkeys.
No.
I don't not, because they have the strength of 10 men. See, even when my friends are like, oh, I want to, I don't. I've seen so many
no
shit.
shot.
They'll rip your face right.
100%. Literally rip your face off of your face.
They're too much human for me. Like
Yeah.
they are human in a way. Like, no, it doesn't sit right with me. I wouldn't get a chimp. If I pull out with chimp, leave.
Weak.
No, but I saw that there was a episode on Oprah. They were like, even the friend knew the chimp for so long. Nope, out of nowhere. I think there was another story with a tiger. Someone who domesticated a tiger and it just fucking attacked him.
Jesus.
See, squirrel. What are you gonna? No.
A squirrel could probably tear your face off.
I don't. I'm gonna have to look that up when I'm done with that.
No, you should look that up.
But
because that's
I
probably
know
truth.
monkeys are so strong. Like, I ain't no 10 men strength. I got strength, but it's definitely not there.
No, you could probably deadlift like what, like 135?
You know, not bad. Deadlifts hurt me a little bit, but you know, you got to push it. But chimps, no. Oh,
Yeah, no
I
shot.
want to not want a dolphin. I want to swim with a dolphin. That's a date. That's my date. I want to swim with
that's
a
a good one.
dolphin when I get to that place that we're traveling to.
Weak.
I think dolphins are the most I love them so much, and I never even fucking met one.
So are you more of like a... Have you traveled at all? Like, have you been outside
I'm
the
just
country?
starting to. No,
you been
I don't have
outside?
a passport, so that kind of answers that.
Well, you better hop on that immediately.
I know. I'm trying to go to Mexico, but continue.
Oh, wow. So if you were to travel, would you be more like of like a European type or like a city type, you know what I mean? Or would you be more like an island?
Island.
Yeah, that's not my jam.
I would be island first because that's just what I love. But I'm an island girl. I don't know. I feel like the more I travel, the more I would be. But I do want to go to Europe 100%.
Oh, for sure.
100%.
I love it over there.
I just want to see different ways of like I feel like I'm just the only thing I know is what I'm surrounded by. Like
Yeah.
I want to see different parts of the earth and just like how people live. You know what I'm saying?
Big time,
like
big time.
because a lot of people do not live like us at
No.
all. Like especially how we eat. I know in Europe nobody eats like we do.
No, they eat it. But they actually do. They eat like me.
No,
low-key.
for real. Like, or even like
Cured
fancy
meats.
restaurants. The portions are not even because I went to some real like Italian restaurants and I was like, oh, but like that's how it's supposed to be.
It's truth.
We eat like carb and then a carb and like, all right, we go out to eat. We got the bread first.
Yeah.
Then we have the pasta and then we
Yep.
have the
Yep.
Nobody eats like us.
Well, it's actually funny you say that. In Italy, they eat like cookies for breakfast.
Really?
I swear on my life.
Sabrina was, okay.
So like, yeah, so you'll have like an espresso or like a mocha in the morning.
Lit.
And you'll have like cookies with like apricot on them, like apricot jam, or like
Interesting.
like this little toast, and like you just put like different. It's very like sweet breakfast. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like cookies,
Bacon,
like
egg, cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup. Thanks.
Nah, dead ass. Like that's such an American thing. Like around the world, like in France, they kind of eat like that. Like I remember I was in France and like they have like omelets and shit for breakfast. You know, like that's honestly even a lunch thing too. But like
Wow.
they have like omelets and like you get like these mini baguettes with like cheese and like some sort of a charcuterie on it. You know what I mean?
Love it.
I do love it too.
I'm all for the meats and the cheese. Like that's my thing. Even at family functions, as soon as that cheese board comes out, I'm sitting by it.
Yeah, you're not even talking to me.
No,
I'm just
for
gonna-
real. Like I love the meats and the cheeses, but I really want to drive a Vespa. I've never
I wanted to buy one.
really.
Yeah,
I
so-
want to hop on one so bad.
Well, low key, bro. So like, I worked out in the Hamptons,
Mm-hmm.
and they have like a shop literally that just sells Vespas. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. And I was driving. I'm like, shit, like $3,000. I could get a used Vespa.
No, for real.
But then I was like, maybe not. I don't know, because like, you have to think motorcycle insurance, all this other bullshit. You have
Yep.
to take like the permit course, and so that's like an extra.
It's like when
I
I
don't
say
even know
I
how
want a
much that is.
boat, and that,
Dead ass.
no, literally like, and
Let me
then it's
drive the
like,
boat.
oh, how much it is to fucking dock it, do this.
Oh, dead. It's like
It's just like all right.
$20,000.
Once I
a
have
month.
friends with boats, I'm fine.
Yeah. Holy-
No, but I feel what you mean. Isn't driving different in Italy? or is it not?
No, it's the same.
It's the same with the.
In Rome, when I was in Rome, it was a lot different than any other city. Like in Venice, there were no cars, obviously. Like in the outskirts, there were, but it was very kind of spacious.
Okay.
In Florence, it was a lot of bikes.
Do you travel a lot?
I used to, before the pandemic.
No, it definitely sounds like you've been to a few places.
Yeah, I've been to a lot of places in my day. Listen, I've lived a movie so far. I swear to God.
Good shit. I believe it.
I swear, I've had such a fucking sick life, and I'm so blessed. Like, I swear,
know.
so fucking blessed. But yeah, and like in Rome, like, it's just fucking panic everywhere you go. Like everyone's driving insane. Like, no, dead ass though. Like, literally, I don't think I could drive right there right now.
No.
And like people people
worse than
double
city
park.
driving.
Oh.
Okay. All right. That's all I needed to hear because the city gives me such anxiety.
No, take city driving and put it on steroids. People are like almost crashing into each other every 5 minutes.
All right. That's all I had to hear.
It's a fucking mess. And like everyone's double parked. People are on the curb.
Oh,
this is there,
no,
this is
not
that.
the curb.
Oh, dude, literally, I swear to God, if I drove a car in Rome, I'd probably kill myself because like some of the shit I see, just like, I see people parked sideways in a fucking parking spot and that pisses me off.
No,
But if
where
you're
the
blocking,
cops? Nobody does shit.
Oh,
is
no.
there like, because I've never been, is there like regular stop signs,
Yes.
street light, and everyone said no?
No, I mean, people definitely like obey the stoplights and shit. But like during the day, not really so much like at night. But like during the day, it's just a fucking mess. I swear to God, like, it's a great time though. Like when you're in the back of a taxi and you listen to the guy just like, like just fucking screaming in Italian. Dude, it's good times. It's like New York City, but with it's the Manhattan of like
With
Italy.
a twist.
No, dead ass. Yeah.
Because I tried to drive in the city once, and that was the last time I drove in the city.
It's not really like that bad, but I see what you're saying.
Because like even driving here, people, but there, if someone's going, they're going. Like,
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, driving in the city is it's a fucking pain in the dick for sure.
no, like it's just not for me. Some people like are just they're in it, they're on, Because all right, I'm not really good at parking. This is where the other part comes, and
Yikes.
you got to parallel park in some tight. I can't do that because then you got people. I got to get better, but you know what? It's process.
You should buy like a Fiat or something.
I know.
Because they like in Europe they drive like a lot of smaller cars, so it's easier for them to park. But I'm out there driving a fucking Toyota Tacoma. I've got this pickup truck, and I'm like,
Yeah, well, the time I did drive in the city, I was in a big truck. This was
What were you
another
driving
thing.
in the city for?
I had to drop my friend back to FIT.
weak.
No, I was in the hoop.
You had a truck?
I just
Oh,
got
was
rid
it
of my
that-
truck.
It was the red one, right?
The hoopy. I got rid of Trucky. That's the name.
With the pink steering wheel.
Yep.
Oh my
3 weeks
God.
ago.
What a throwback.
3 weeks ago,
Wow.
he just broke.
That car.
It was the best thing that's ever happened to me because I've been waiting for him to just die.
Yeah.
Completely, because I would think, oh, this is it. No, it's fine. And then it got to one point, and I was like, finally. And I'm like, how do I sell this? I don't think anyone's gonna want. I
No.
posted this shit on instant. Someone bought it, and I didn't take it off Craigslist yet. People are still writing me.
That's insanity.
I know.
For a broken wow.
I know. And I'm just
You
like, hey,
lucky bitch.
one man's trash is another man. It's because it's the last of its kind, I think, and people want to do whatever the fuck you want with it. Just get it out of my driveway.
Yeah, true.
Nah, but honestly, now driving a car that I, one, don't have to worry about if it's going to break down. Two, is a tiny car, which is actually a big adjustment because I'm a little bitch in a big, when the bumps happen, but I've had that I can't complain. I had it for such a long time.
Wow. What a throwback, too.
You got to appreciate your first car and get everything out because once you get a nice car, you're not going to want to fuck it up. I fucked up that truck.
Yeah,
but
I
you
missed
know
my
what?
first
Like, I've
truck.
hit trees in it. We don't got to talk about it. It's good. Never hit another car, but yeah, no, I definitely did. But that's what you have to do because I would have said if I would have got a brand new car, my first car, I would have been so stupid because it would have got fucked up.
Oh, 100%.
Like,
You want to hear a good one?
yeah.
I don't know if there's some sort of statute of limitations and maybe I'm going to get arrested, but I was working for Mama Sabaros.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know you worked there.
Yeah, I worked there that's how that was my first job.
Okay.
But they had me deliver an order one time to like a catering thing, and I didn't have my van, or I didn't have the van because the van was already at the place.
Oh, for caterings.
Yeah, and so I needed to like drop something extra off that was just like a last minute thing. So I pulled up to the spot. It was like this gated community, and so I pull in, and I parallel parked, and it was all good. And so I dropped off whatever needed to be dropped off. I get back in my car. I reversed. I went right into a Lexus.
No, you were
Yep.
sick.
Dude, so I had like the trailer hitch on the back. It poked the fucking hole in the grill. Literally just like the perfect fucking hole in the grill. I swear to God. I got out. I saw an old...
Okay.
A lot of meat there.
Oh my God. It's going.
It's all good. But yeah, no, so I poke this fucking hole. I get out. I look in the window of the house that I was just delivering to. There's this old man just looking out the window like... I was like, fuck.
When you see that there's a bystander and you can't leave.
Oh, dude. Well, I did leave. And I got very, very lucky because we got no calls. Dude, I was really like...
Not in the work van.
Dude, dead ass.
My job.
I was panic mode for the next fucking 3 weeks. I was like... Every time I went to work, I thought I was going to get fucking busted.
I never hit another car. I hit trees twice. You know, I can't even explain how it happened. I didn't look. All right. My car was so old, I didn't have a backup camera. Didn't, you know, I did the old fashioned way. Like driver's ed, when you got to take the test, you got to do
Yep.
So there was 2 separate times. Once I was going to my friend's pool and he told me to park in the front. I hit this tree. It didn't even look behind me. I was like, oh, I'm fine. It was to the point where if something happens to the truck, I didn't care. That's where I got. That shit's really good.
Love this shit.
It honestly, it's sick. I could eat like the whole thing by myself. No,
dude.
in one sitting. It's bad.
Before you get back to your story, I had a whole thing of Capicol.
I believe it.
I literally had it in the fridge. 1 hour,
Gone.
it was gone.
Bye.
Sorry, continue.
No, you're good. And I didn't notice. So when I was driving home, my whole back was like the glass was all broken. So I had. It's hard to get windows for a car they don't make anymore. This is
Deadass.
Okay. Then I was at my uncle's for Thanksgiving, and his driveway's like this. And I, you know,
Odd shape.
backed up straight, hit a tree.
Oh my God.
Yep. You know, not many people could say that they hit trees, but that was me, and it don't
I get
even
it.
move.
I get it.
You know, it happens.
You wanna
Not
hear-
anymore. I'm so careful now when I drive. Like, even with parking, like, if I don't think I could do it, I'm not even going to it. I'm just like,
Yeah.
no. I value it now.
Straight.
But that's what makes you appreciate it.
Dead ass, though.
Like, you gotta... Because if I would have just got something fresh off the lot, I wouldn't have... You know what I mean? Like, no. I'm just like, I love it.
You want to hear a good one?
Yeah.
You remember Ali Ahmed, right?
Of course.
Dude, one day I was on like the side, you know, like the side of the hallway where it was like the Italian side, like the
Yes.
language hallway.
The language hallway.
Yeah, so low key, I was like pulling out. I didn't look and I fucking slammed into his rear bumper. Like he was driving past and going into like the senior lot, and I didn't have a spot in the senior lot. So I went, and I nicked him. I was like, oh, you fuck. I felt like such an asshole. And I got out the car. I was like, bro, I'll give you $300 if we just wipe this under the rug. He was like, bet. Met me at the bank one day.
Because I'd rather handle it that way than get the cops, because then our
Yeah.
insurance, you know.
Nah, he was super chill about it. I appreciated that.
Because I was sick. Like, I've never gotten into an accident, but one time I was double parked outside of Dunkin' Donuts. I wasn't even driving. This is what's fucked up. Like, and my friend Megan, cool, she opened the door and fucking someone drove into the door. I was sick.
Of Truckee?
So, yeah, obviously, she starts yelling at me. I'm like, it had nothing to do with me, but it was my car. And I'm just like, all right, not for nothing. All right, you go out this way, you go this way. Why are you going this way? When, you know, that just didn't make sense.
I
But
get exactly what you're
somehow
saying.
it was my fault. And my insurance, I was sick. I was so sick. Nothing was wrong with Truckee.
Get a dash cam.
I want to get one so bad, like in the back and the front.
Same.
Because I wonder how many people ding people and just leave. Like, it has to be a lot.
Million times a
I
day.
already know. If no one's looking, you're out.
Oh, me? No. I have, like, in my, like,
Oh, yeah, I
in
gotta
my
say
good
it.
conscience, you have
But
to at
other
least write a
people
note.
don't think like that. They don't give a shit.
Oh, they
they're
care
out.
about themselves, yeah.
No, yeah, now I want to get it. I should get a dash cam.
Me too. Well, you want to hear something fucking insane?
Yeah.
So get this. At the beginning of last year, I was like bartending and shit, and so I had like I guess you would say a mentor,
Okay.
and so he recommended me a spot to go for an interview, and it was all the way out in Garden City. So I'm like, oh my god,
Deep.
I gotta drive deep. So I'm on the northern state, and you know how it merges into two lanes at one point,
Yes.
right? I'm in the far left fucking lane, all right? And there's 2 cars waiting to come on. And you know how short the ramps are.
Yeah.
So the woman behind this guy was waiting, because obviously that's what a responsible driver does.
Responsible, yes.
This bitch fucking just decides to dart out, and then the guy responsibly starts going. And so she's like, oh my gosh. Boom, slams into the side of my truck.
Oh, you were sick.
So we pull over. Thank God she pulled over, or else I would have fucking been very tight. But yeah.
That's another thing with people who just keep going.
Dude, I don't understand the mentality. I don't understand.
Like, we don't both have fucked up cars right now.
Deadass.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Honestly, I did get very lucky because the only thing that was fucked up was her mirror.
Okay.
My truck was fine, just like a little fucking...
Just a little mental distress, but besides that, we're good.
Yeah, exactly. And a little bit of like the black from the mirror.
Yes.
Like rubbed into my... I don't give a fuck about that, though. It's a used car.
Mm-hmm.
But, so yeah, we pulled over and I was like, oh, are you all right? Like, I always choose the nice approach because...
For real.
Because these motherfuckers...
Because some people will approach you like...
Exact. In New York, everyone's, no matter
yelling.
who you are,
like,
man,
are
woman,
you okay?
black, white, whoever, they're gonna approach you in some fucked up way in New York, like no matter what. So I was like, oh, are you all right? Like, everything okay? She's like, yeah, but that fucking asshole in front of me. I was like, yeah, that asshole in front of you. And dude, she's like, I can't believe he did that. And I was like, yeah, not like he just crossed 2 fucking lanes to hit my truck.
I know, and you did that, but
Bro,
yep.
I was literally like so fucking tight. Yeah. That was like pure like just cognitive dissonance.
That's scary, even with accidents, how quick they happen. Like, it's like you have that 2 seconds before the hit, and you're realizing, like, damn, I'm about to get into an accident, and then it just happens, and then you're just like... I've never been in one, thank God.
Yeah.
I'm, like, a little intimidated, because I hear stories all the time about me tapping on the sofa of people just sitting at a light and just getting smashed.
Yeah, it happens.
I could never listen to... Like, what happens when you're bumping... All right, say you're bumping City Girls, and you get into an accident, and you're just sitting there, and it's playing. Like, no, like, what the people are just going to get you out and turn down the music?
No, your car is probably going to shut off at that point.
Oh, my gosh.
Nah, well, it's funny because even very, like, light accidents feel like something very heavy. Like, I remember driving out to Stony Brook with my mom and dad in, like, their van or whatever, and fucking... We were stopping short on the LIE, and pretty much everyone was going, like, 30. And some woman hit us in the back. And in the immediate moment, I felt like the back window had smashed and like glass was flying and all this shit, but that didn't happen at all. It was just like the impact made the blood rush to my face, and like, that like kind of static feeling you get when like your arm goes dead and then it's like the blood starts coming back. That's what I got in my face. So my initial reaction was like, that was so hard of a hit, the back window fucking smashed. So even the slightest car accident, and that's not like slight, like 30 miles an hour, that's still pretty big.
Yeah, it's still freaking...
But like even something like that, like imagine 60 miles an hour, 70, 80, like that's, your back is fucked, your neck is done. Like,
you're out the freaking... I always hear of stories of like, you go through the windshield, like that's what scares the...
Wear a seatbelt and then, you won't have a problem, dead ass. You remember Mr. Perullo? The history teacher?
Yes, I do.
Great fucking, love that guy first
Perullo.
off. That was the man, bro.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, he had an incident where he got whacked by an 18-wheeler. Yeah. Yeah, he got fucking whacked by an 18-wheeler and he walked out. He said, I mean, I don't remember if he was like 100% cool, but he's walking
But the
fine.
fact if you could just walk out, you know what I'm saying?
Someone's
like,
watching over you.
My fear is when I'm on the expressway and I got 2 commercial trucks next to me. Because if they're going to go, they're going. Like, I've seen it and I'm just like, oh, please don't, please don't. Because half the time I feel like they can't even see you.
Well, they can't. They can only... There's actually a sign. There's actually a sign on the back of like those big 18-wheelers that's like, if you're on the right of me, I can't really see you that well. Because they're on the left side, so they can look at their left mirror a lot better.
Oh, all right. I'm getting what you're saying. Now I could envision that. Like, it even scares me when they're turning and you're in the turning lane and you got to back it up. Yep. Because they're going to hit. They're like, you better go or we're going to hit each other.
Exactly. And they don't give a fuck.
I give them
they
credit
do their
for
job.
I don't know how I would be driving a big-ass truck.
I just wouldn't want to do it.
No.
I'm unwilling.
Yeah.
Straight up, I'm unwilling to do it.
No, I don't think that's on my list.
No, definitely not. Mm-mm. I definitely couldn't see you as a truck driver.
Imagine! Most obnoxious truck driver. I'm going.
Fucking arm out the window with a toothpick in you. What the fuck
Yo,
you
know,
because
then as soon as you pull up next to them, they're always like this. Goodbye. No. I'm over it.
Would you be cool enough, like, when a kid comes up?
I would do it.
Yeah, there we go.
The thing is, I have such a pussy horn now. Like,
Weak.
I don't even want to beep it. It's like, I want like a train horn. No, for real. Like, because if I hear that beep behind me, I'm like, oh, nah, I'm not even going to stop. What is that?
Yeah.
It's so, my truck had such a better, because I'm doing this, and I'm like, oh, this is a little skimpy.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I would 100% let that shit rain.
That's hilarious. Yeah, well, I feel you, bro. Like, dead ass. Yeah, no.
I would want to drive a school bus. I think I want to. I don't know.
That's a weird one.
I don't know. I would drive the school. I really want to drive. All right, that's not like first on the list. I want to ride a bike, like a motorcycle.
Same.
I want to learn how to do. I'm not just hopping on.
That's why you want to get the Vespa.
Yeah, no, I would definitely do that. I know how to ride a jet ski.
Are you tatted?
Me?
Yeah.
Do I have tattoos?
Yeah.
I have 4.
Okay.
I have. Okay, I have one here. I have one here. I have one here, and then I have one here. Tiny.
Okay.
I would love to get more, but I don't know. I like them hidden.
Same.
On me. Like, I don't know. I feel like if I would want a big piece, me personally, I'd regret it. So I don't want to do it. Or like on my wedding. I don't want to have tattoos at my wedding. That's really what it is.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, motorcycles, tattoos.
Oh, I know.
I could
like,
see you doing that.
I could get hidden. Like, I can get ones. If I could, I'll get one on my stomach. But I don't want like my. I don't
want my entire body covered.
Like a lot of people can fucking rock it. Like that's.
Oh yeah.
But like me, I don't.
Do you know Cody Garbrandt?
No, I don't.
He's a fighter who's like tatted all over, and that's someone who like I think looks good with it. But like there's like some people out there who just get their entire body tatted.
I don't like the face. When you touch your face, I don't like why?
I just don't get it. Like you're taking away from yourself.
There's some people who it becomes such an addiction they tattoo their eyeballs. I don't know if you've ever seen such a thing.
I've seen.
What's wrong?
Well, there's one guy who literally tattooed like with like the darkest ink possible. I think that's just a sign of like some sort of mental like you hate yourself so much that you just literally every single
they'll
inch
just
of your
do
body.
Black.
Yep.
Like I've seen a whole black sleeve. Why? Like what?
Yeah, I don't get it. It makes no sense to me.
Me either. Like I love tattoos. Like I love the artwork, but I don't like when it's too much.
Yeah.
Like when I can't even see anything of you.
Deadass.
That's like, but like I fuck with a sleeve. Like I'm just like, oh, that's hot. That's nice. But like I'll see people that are bold that have it on their
I don't get
too
that.
much.
Yeah, no. Like the neck is probably like the limit.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't do that either. But like I like little ones that I could show if I want to be shown. Like
Yeah.
But no, some people could really rock it, but it's just not. I wouldn't do the whole thing. Also, I'm a pussy with pain. I can't even act like I'm not. Like it really comes down to that. Like yeah, I would like that, but as soon as the tattoo needle touches me, I'm just like, all right, is it done?
Yeah.
Because they fucking hurt.
I haven't gotten one yet, so I don't know.
Whoever says they don't hurt is a liar. It's literally just the needle going back and forth in your skin.
Yeah, it sounds pretty shit, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it's just my longest one. This one probably took like an hour, and I was just like hyperventilating. Is it over? Is it? Because once you start, you can't just stop. You're gonna have a weird line. No.
You have to let them complete the piece.
Oh, that's why I don't understand. People will do sessions for like hours.
7-hour sessions.
That's how. Are you okay? There's something wrong. Like you're not even flinching. You're okay with it. And then I met people who like it, and I'm just like, all right. I've met many guys who like the pain of tattoos, and I don't understand it because I stub my toe and I cry.
Weak.
Toe pain and elbow, top. You can't even tell me not. They make you curse.
It's truth.
My mom, I'll say, "Ma, I just stubbed my toe." She's like, "Oh, okay," and I'm like, "Yeah, no,
relax,
no,
relax."
Ooh. Does not sit right with me.
Yeah, I feel you there.
But no, like I give credit to anybody who wants it, but just not for me.
I feel you.
My mom would cry. Gotta make Mama Dukes happy.
My mom told me if I get a tattoo, I have to pay rent.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Like I got the one on my arm a year and a half ago. Last night, my mom goes, "What is that?" I go, "Mom, but I showed her the day that I got." This is where I'm like, "Oh, are you okay?" She had no idea that was even there, and I go, "Ma, I told you when I came home with it." No, she even says like, obviously, like now I'm at the age where I could do what I want to an extent. It's still her house. She just doesn't want to see it. And I'm like, okay, they'll be hidden.
Truth.
But like one day I really just want to fuck with her and get like a fake piece, and because my mom is not on social, like she's not in with technology. Like she has an iPhone for no reason because she just
Weak.
you know, she the type, oh, what's my password or how I get it. Okay, cool. So just get a flip phone.
Yeah,
so
that's
she
true.
can't do the bare minimum, which is okay. I'm here for you, Josette. It's all right.
Josette.
My mom really likes you.
Well, she's a beast, yo.
No,
I like her a lot.
She was hyped that I was coming on the podcast. She goes, really?
Oh, shit.
No, yeah, I told her.
Yeah, no, she was always a sweetheart.
She's like, he's a great man.
Oh, that's funny shit. Yeah, no, because I seen her in post office that one time, and I was like,
No, she really likes you.
I couldn't put like
It's like when you know somebody, but you don't know where you know them from.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and like I knew her too. I was like, I've seen you in church. I've seen you somewhere. Like,
Yep,
I've
definitely
seen this
church.
one. Yeah, no,
That's-
I've definitely seen her in church a million times.
That's her spot.
But I just couldn't remember who it was, so I was like,
And then once they say it, it's like, that's exactly where I know you're from.
Exactly, and it just clicked.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, she's a lovely lady.
She's so nice. If Josette likes you, you're good.
Yeah,
If Josette doesn't like you, something's got to be up because Josette, my mom doesn't not like, and she's a very holy woman.
Yeah.
She really is. A little too holy, but it's okay.
weak.
She's good.
No, she's a very nice woman.
That's my homie.
Yeah,
No, she's really I love her so much.
Josette is the gang.
The gang, like, I got this for her. I was stupid. Never get a tattoo when you're like 15 and think you want it, and don't get it in somebody's basement. Don't be stupid. Just wait. Cool, because that's what I did. As I told you, I was reckless. Cool. Got this for my mom. She was so upset. Here I am, like, oh, you're gonna love it. Da, da, da. At least I can never forget her birthday because it's on me.
Weak.
No, that's how I put it. I'm like, all right, it is coming up.
Weak. 2 weeks. All right, I got
No,
enough time to
2
get a present. That's some funny. That's some funny shit.
No, for real. Like, I'm like, all right, I know it's coming up, but and then it's Roman numerals, and I'm like, all right, March 12th.
Oh,
Good
man.
times.
Good times.
I love it.
Yeah. I think that's a good spot to end it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly kind of want to get it removed.
Really?
Yeah. I don't want it. You know what? But I feel like that's going to hurt so much more than the actual thing, and it takes like a couple of sessions. I don't know. It was stupid. I might just leave it. That's why I'm like, as I said, I wouldn't get a big piece because I probably
You really
think,
wouldn't.
No. If it's hidden, I don't give a shit. Like, the one I have here, I love. This one, I even really love. But, like, I got to be sure about it.
Yeah, that's definitely a good spot to end it.
But, yeah. Like, fuck it. You wouldn't get one?
Tattoo? Mm-hmm. I'm going to get tattoos.
What do you want?
So I'm definitely going to get my family crest over my left pectoral.
Nice place. It's just going to...
It's going to be painful as fuck,
I know,
isn't
you're
it?
right. I was about to just say, just
Yeah.
from the spot you just said.
Wait, you want to hear this one? So I have not letters, but so my mom, there's a song that she used to like play in the car a lot and sing along to, like when I was a kid. It's Back Home Again by John Denver.
Okay.
So I had her write down the chorus in her handwriting.
Oh, I
So,
love that.
Yeah, right.
I love that.
So I'm either going to get that on my rib or make a sleeve out of it because I want to get one sleeve and that's it. I want to do everything on my left, leave the right bare. Maybe
Like, I
something
like
on my back.
I always got to say, I like a sleeve on other people. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's fire. I know the spots that hurt are here. Your elbow's gotta hurt.
True.
That,
Oh, kidding me? 100%.
but it's so sick. Like, tattoo artists are so underrated because, like, you really need to have an art. Like, I can't even draw a stick figure. Okay, nevertheless, like a
That's
lot of people.
interesting.
I know it sucks. I mean, I can, but it's like, you know.
It's
but
like a
like
special
some
ed
artists,
stick
they just freestyle and then they just do it and they know where to it's dope to me. Not just anybody could tattoo. That's for,
Truth. No, I agree.
That's for sure.
No, I agree. I agree.
It's awesome. Like, to be an artist, good shit.
So you really wouldn't want to get anything else, probably?
Oh, I'm still gonna get. I'm gonna get
okay.
more, but I'm not gonna get like. If I really didn't give a fuck, I would get my entire right leg done. See, I don't make
that's a
any
lot.
sense. I
Yeah,
know
that's
it
a
is,
lot.
but like I care, so I'm not gonna do it. But if I was gonna get it, I would get my leg instead of my arms. But as you can see, the leg is a lot bigger than the arm, so that's just looking slow.
And well, you know what? There's a lot of meat on the legs too, so that's probably like gonna hurt a lot less.
I know, but I would do that. Like, I don't know. I love tattoos, but they're permanent.
Yeah.
So that's where it's
That's
just.
why you have to get something that means like
Yes.
everything to you.
My mom's.
I know.
I know.
Like
I
I said,
love-
maybe
I
that's a
love
good
it.
spot to end it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Now it's all up to you. You know, like if you wanna grab fucking more tattoos, or
I know.
if you want to just,
There's a few more I want to get, but they're not like, they're tiny.
what are they?
Like, I love roses. That's just like,
True.
I am a rose person. What I really want to do is get not my neck, but like this whole side.
Oh, okay.
It's not
Under
going to
the
be
hair.
like yes. Like, I like that spot. Like, hidden spots to where you can't see it unless my hair is up.
Selena Gomez or something like that, right?
I think they're so pretty. I don't know how they would hurt. Like, quick tattoo, like, it's a doable pain, but when they shade and shit, no. You gotta...
Just never go buzz cut.
No. No, it's over. It is fucking over. But I heard feet hurt really bad as far as tattoos.
I've heard that as well.
Because, like, I think they're cute, like, side of the foot, but, like, as there's no meat.
I don't think that's cute.
No.
I don't like it that much.
Not the foot? Something
Nah.
tiny. Or, like, maybe even the
I
side.
just don't see a point.
I know.
I'm definitely a thigh tattoo kind of guy. Like, I definitely could be down with a girl with a thigh tattoo. Like, for sure.
I mean, people get their ears tattooed.
no, no shot.
All right.
Get the fuck out of here.
Not here.
Yeah, get the
When
fuck
we
out of
finish
here
the
with
meat.
that. You can finish the meat.
Oh, I'm gonna.
But yeah, no shot. That's like, in my eyes, that's kind of like getting an eye tattoo. Like,
Yeah,
there's no point.
You can go blind. I want to know what that feels like. I mean, I don't, but like,
No, you don't.
I kind of want to know. Like, you don't want any light to your eye. You just want black.
Just blackness, yeah. Or just blue, or just green, or just red.
No, it's not sitting right with me.
You ever seen the people with like those demon horns?
I wish I could say no, but yes, I've seen it. Or people who get like things in them. I've seen and I've seen people just get like metal implants in their hand. Like, why?
That is stress.
Yeah, no, I've seen some crazy shit. Like, World's Addictions, like, they have it on like this thing on Snapchat, and you'll see people with these like really weird, and like, as you said, like tattoos. There's only so many that you can get until you're just black. But the
Legit.
eyes and the freaking implant, that's where I draw the line.
Yeah.
No, there's something up.
Yeah, no, like literally. But I don't know why people would want to literally cover themselves
I know.
to the point where you can't even see what their original self looked like.
That's what I don't understand.
It just makes no sense. I mean, like, do you hate yourself that much?
I know. When it becomes too much, I always say anything in moderation is good.
Yeah.
And that goes with any aspects. As soon as you start doing too much, I don't know.
No, I agree.
Or like people obsessed with piercings. Like,
No shot.
okay, now you get what I'm talking about. I don't understand the gauges. Like a little one, cool. People put plates, a fucking plate in their ear.
I never understood that.
Neither did I. And they stretch shit out. I don't know.
Yeah, and people get it in their gum.
Everywhere, like
Yeah.
freaking. I've seen like, cause when I've got like tattoo artists, like they look very different. Like the last person that tattooed me had any possible piercing that you could think of, and I'm just like 5 through the lip. I'm like, how the fuck do you eat? And they're like, move it in. I'm like,
Weak.
wow, all right,
That's some funny shit.
yeah. I'm just like, all right, if this is what you're fucking with. I get one piercing and my mom's ready to throw me down the stairs. I'm like, all right.
Weak. Dude, I had my ears pierced in fucking 10th grade. That shit was hilarious.
Yo, I used to be so afraid. Like, I really like piercings, but I take them out. That's why I like them, because I can take them out.
Not permanent.
I've gotten a lot, but most of them are already out already because I just get sick of it.
Weak.
No. But yeah, I'll do a piercing over a tattoo any day.
Oh, yeah.
I like adrenaline. Like, I am a big fan of adrenaline rushes. Like, I don't know. I love the chase. I love the feeling. It's all fun and games.
That's half the reason I like to fight.
Yep.
Like, like there's, when you're in the moment and you're about to get punched in the face, like, it's not very fun, but like afterwards it's like, wow, what a fucking rush.
I feel like, let me know if I'm wrong. Like, I haven't really fought like that. Like, when you get hit, you don't really feel it.
Depends on the hit. Like,
Okay.
you can, when something, I've never been knocked out, but what I've heard is when you get knocked out, you don't feel it. But a lot of the times,
You probably feel that shit after.
yeah, like probably, I don't know, maybe I would have to really look into that or get
Yeah.
knocked out.
No worries.
But
I'll let you know.
Yeah, I don't plan on getting knocked out anytime soon. But I mean, I got today, like this morning, I got fucking punched in the face so hard right to the nose, and I felt that shit immediately.
Oh.
But there's other times where I'll get hit really hard and I won't feel like anything.
I saw this video on Twitter. I don't know if you saw it. And this guy was kicking this guy in a fight, and his whole ankle broke. And
He's
he
from
went
Long
to go
Island.
stand on it. That means he didn't feel that because he went to go on it and he didn't know until he fell.
Yeah, so that's actually Chris Weidman. He was he's from Long Island.
Okay.
He actually owns a gym out in I don't remember where it is, but so you want to know the most fucked up thing about all that?
Yes.
So that individual, Chris Weidman, he was fighting a man named Anderson Silva, and they fought twice. In the first fight, he knocked Anderson Silva out. Okay, and then in the rematch, Anderson Silva went to go kick him. He did the same exact thing. And this is 2013, all right? Or 2014, 2013, either one. However many years later, the same exact thing happens to Chris Weidman, the man that he fought and broke his leg. So both individuals broke their legs in the same exact way. But you want to know the cherry on top? That guy you saw the video of on Twitter, the guy he fought beat Anderson Silva in his last fight.
Holy shit.
So it's like this weird triangle of events.
That must have... I saw that and I was just like...
Yeah, well, it's fucked up because when he stepped on it, he said afterwards that the bone pierced his muscle and his skin, and he had to have it all stitched up and shit and
That did not look pretty at all.
Oh, it's terrible.
I feel like
watching it
when
live
I
was
see
fucked
shit
up.
like that, I feel it. It's weird.
Oh, I literally, I was with my boy. We were watching the fight, and literally, yeah, there was zero silence. Literally, just oh my fucking god, because that's such a rare thing. That everyone's oh, fighting's so dangerous. Oh my god, look at the shit that could happen. Yeah, it could happen, but it doesn't happen very often.
I know.
It's such a freak thing, and it's so unfortunate too, because he's such a great guy. Chris Weidman is a great man of faith.
Because you're out after a while with that.
I don't think he's ever gonna fight again.
You think?
Well, the problem is that he's 36. He has to wait another 6 to 12 months before he can start training again.
Oh, yeah. No, I feel you.
So, to get back to competition after that, and you're going to be 38. I mean, there's a guy, I'll give him a little credit. There's a guy named Glover Teixeira. He's 41 years old, and he's about to fight for a championship belt. So there's definitely people who are older who can make it to the top again. But he's starting from a very low place because he's lost a few of his last couple fights, so it's a very rough spot. I'm praying for him. I respect the guy a lot.
Oh, now I feel Chris.
No, deadass though. Yeah, I really do feel very bad for him.
And the fact that that's a lot, mad people saw that.
Well, you know what? Highest of highs,
lowest of lows. Chris.
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 Yeah, that poor man. But you know what? He's got a great family around him. He's got a great supporting team around
100%.
him. So I'm sure that he'll, regardless of if he ever fights again or not, I'm sure that he will be fine in life.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So. I know they rebroke that shit right back. That's what I hate. If you've ever broken something and get it rebroken, that's probably the most painful shit. I've had both of my wrists rebroken.
How the fuck did you break your wrists?
I broke both in the same spot. Not at the same time. I don't know, whatever this shit is called. This one in 3rd grade, this girl I went to school with pushed me off the swing and I fell and I broke this. This one, I was skateboarding and I fell on it and it popped at the end result was they rebroke both in the same way. I would rather break a bone and them not have to touch it, but they have to snap it back. It's terrible. So that's why I'm really feeling for my boy Chris over there, because when it's your foot, just recovering from a break is weird because you're so used to babying it for months. And then when you take it off, you don't want... I don't know how to describe it. That's why I feel it would be weird with the foot, because you don't want to... it feels like paper in a way.
No, it's truth. Well, it...
Nevertheless, kicking.
Yeah, kicking... Well, there's a big thing with, boxer's fractures.
Yes.
Which is, you punch and, one of your knuckles will, fucking literally, go back.
Okay, wait. This is what... Okay, since I know you do this. So, I hurt myself because I started boxing probably, 2 months ago. In literally the spot that you're talking about, I had to take a break because it was bothering me with my lifts, with my shoulder press. This fucking... I don't know what it is. and I'm guessing I hit wrong or something because this spot into my wrist always gives me a problem now.
You could have fucked up a nerve or just maybe bruised it, or maybe you did break it, but who knows? If is it like swollen at all?
Like, it's when I get into it again is when it hurts, or if I lift a certain way, the spot hurts. And the guy that I train with, he wraps it, and he just told me to wrap it more on that area, but I just take a break from it for a little bit because I'd rather like be out for like 2 weeks than be out.
No, that's a good idea. No, that's a good idea. Definitely take some time.
But yeah, no, I heard about that boxer's break thing.
We want to hear a good story?
Yes.
So, 8th grade art class. I'm
in the scene.
Yeah. I was already having like a shit day. Like I had a can of like soda or something like that in my bag, and
Soda.
it exploded in my bag, and like all the ink from all my papers leaked down onto my pants.
It was the dynamic duo that day.
Dude, dead ass. And so then like I forgot who was like pissing me off. Someone was pissing me off in that class. And so we started like yelling or some shit. And so eventually the teacher was like, yo, just get out and go to the office. So I was like, all right, fine. I get out in the hallway. Whoom! I punched the locker. Broke my knuckle. My knuckle was literally from like here to here.
Oh.
And fucking...
I know that hurt.
Yeah, so I walked down to the nurse's office and she was like, what happened? I was like, punched the locker.
For real like that? Oh, you did it? Yeah.
Yeah. And so, dude, fucking... Yeah, I went to the doctor and he had to pop my shit back in place.
Ooh.
Do you remember when I got punched in the face in 6th grade?
No, I don't remember shit.
Damn.
I don't remember anything.
Yeah, no, fucking... I remember I was telling the story on the last podcast, or one of the last podcasts I did, but I forgot who it was, but like the guy was just like in the hallway and like surfing through the crowd. And like the little asshole that I went to like trip him or like bumped into him or something. He stood up and he was like talking to me. He was like yelling at me. And so he like accidentally spit on my face. And I know it wasn't on purpose, but he was just mad, you know what I mean? And so I took the spit, wiped it off, and slapped it on his shirt. And he went...
Yep.
And then literally...
Bink.
Yep. Bink. And I was just like in shock. I didn't know what to do.
Not in 6th grade.
And he was an 8th grader too, so I was like...
Oh. No, for real. When you go into middle school... I was so scared to enter middle school.
Weak. I was also new here too when 6th grade came around.
That's what's even like when you don't know anybody.
Yeah, that was freaky as shit.
I'm glad school is just not a thing. I'm over it.
Say
and
again?
all the people, like, just school, like, everything that we thought was important in school was really not.
Not
and
at
the
all.
people, I could give a shit less about any of you motherfuckers I went to school with.
Damn.
And I hope you watch this video because I could give a fuck less. Continue.
Damn. That was a very strong statement.
No, like, honestly.
Do you like wish him the best at all?
Yes. I wish you guys nothing but the best. Just stay clear of me.
Damn.
Yeah,
what if they turn out to be like really awesome people though?
I'm good.
Wow.
Nah.
That's interesting.
Be good by yourself.
Weak.
You know, just I didn't like. I had a tough time in high school. Yeah, people were definitely. Yeah, like girls are not nice. Like, especially now that I'm older. Like, it just stemmed from all their insecurities, and I understand that now. And it's like, I wish you nothing but the best, but it's just not me.
It's interesting you say that because, you know, like back in high school, I looked at you and a lot of those girls in a very different way. Like you, Sabrina, a couple other names that I won't name just because of.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it's like I felt like you guys were in like this upper echelon of like, you know, like the popular shit and like whatever. But like, I don't know. It just like seemed like you guys had like all amalgamated together to be like this one like big group.
No, I feel you. And it's crazy how like people see things in that way because it was like, it wasn't like that at all. It was kind of just me, Sabrina, and a select few others. But just know, like, I think we all went through our fair share of bullying, especially in like middle school. For me, was rough.
Same.
It was rough. I was ugly, but it's so funny that the people who bullied me want to take me out now. I hope you're watching this. No, but like,
I'm not
it's just funny how that goes. Like, people sleep on you. They really do. Like, it's the come up, baby. Now you want, no, it's not happening.
I've experienced that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like definitely like a few people. Like when they see you're doing shit.
It's just people don't support the process. They support the end result.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it's funny you say that.
Like, they congratulate you when you're at the top, but not while you're getting there.
Dead ass. No, it's well, you know what, like I've always tried not to take it personal, and I've done a very good job at that personally. But at the same time, it's like, damn, like you really never valued me like that until now.
Yeah.
So I see what you're up to, you know.
And then you'll have the few people who like you know, they will always support you. Like, even with my friends, like, I don't talk to my friends all day. It's very normal not to talk to people every day, but like when you need them, they're there. That's how
True.
I think of friendship. Because listen, I'm, as we said, I don't answer but like
Weak.
if you need me, I'm there.
Oh, 100%. Always.
That's how I put that.
Yeah, I mean, and I've definitely, I know that, you know, given the person that you are, you know, you're very, not just outgoing, but, you know, generous in a way. And
Yes.
like, you'll be there at the drop of the hat. Mm-hmm. People have taken advantage of
Before that hits
right?
the floor, I'm there.
Exactly.
I pick it up.
No, dead ass. But like, people take advantage of that, correct?
Yes, that's the downside of being such a not even just emotional, like just a forgiving and generous person, because people, you can give, but people don't know the limits on what
Yeah.
they take.
True.
And that's another thing that I have to learn is not everybody. All right, no, my mom. Sorry,
Weak.
Josette. Just like people don't know their limits with taking from you, and it's
Yeah.
just, it gets draining. It really does.
I get it.
Like, you can only be so nice for so long, but people love to take advantage. But you cannot take somebody's kindness for a weakness, because they will fucking, it's not it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, though, is that, you know, like, I was a weak person back in the day, so I would let that shit happen.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's just very interesting to see, you know, like, when people come back to try to take advantage again, and you're like,
Not this
this
time.
time, bitch.
Da-na-na. No, for real. Not.
I'm so weak. Oh my God, you just made me choke on spit.
Nah,
That
it's
was
okay.
weak.
It happens.
No, that's such a fucking fact, though. Like, you're so factual.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Got you.
Real, recognize real, baby. That's it.
Dead ass. So what does the future hold for you?
Oh, what a question. You know what? I would think I would have an answer, but I'm going to be honest. I have no idea, because I could say A and I end up at C. I
What's the
am
passion?
just going to continue the path that I'm on, and honestly, I need self-improvement in every aspect. Like, I'm not content where I am right now, but I'm
Yeah.
definitely a lot happier, but I have a long way to go, and honestly, I know where I want to be, and I'm not going to stop till I get there. And that's just in every aspect, financially, emotionally, physically, mentally. Like, I'm just going to keep going.
Good.
Let's fucking go.
Keep it up.
That's what I'm talking about. This is so much fun.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, that
Best
was
podcast? This one?
one of the for
That's
sure.
why I put me on the white.
Yeah, hell yeah. You gotta separate yourselves from the others.
No, for real.
No, you know what? Because you're always a good conversation, you know what I mean? You know how to talk, and, you know, you've grown into a very insightful person, and that's a very impressive thing, you know? Like,
Thank you.
not
You
a
as
lot
well.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate that, because, like, not a lot of people, and I'm not even talking about our community. Our community, actually, honestly, Deer Park has some
We're getting good.
Yeah, Deer
No,
Park,
for real.
Deer Park has a lot
Everybody's
of great people.
hustling.
Dead ass, though. Like,
I
literally,
see it. I'm just like, damn, okay.
Like Vin with the fucking
I know,
stocks and
he's-
shit.
Everybody's going on their path, and I like, you know what I mean? Everyone's starting to realize who they are, what
Yep.
they want to do, how they're going to get there, and honestly, I'm so proud.
Oh yeah, like Sam Shaw.
Yep.
With the like his rap group and shit.
It's
like,
great.
Yeah, I love what I'm seeing from everybody.
I just wish the best for everybody, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, that's it. Like, we all deserve so much.
Yeah.
And you as well.
Thank you very much.
You're
Justina.
welcome.
Well, shit. Well, it's been about 3 hours now.
No fucking
Yeah,
way.
I think that's a good place to call it. But we're definitely. I got grilled chicken. I got broccoli rabe. So we got dinner to fucking
No
look forward
way.
to.
It's been.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. But
Time
you know what? Time
flies.
flies when you're having great conversations.
When you're in the podcast with John himself.
I'm so weak. Yeah, it really has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming on, Justina.
Anytime. The
You
pleasure.
will be back.
Oh, I'm coming back.
Good shit. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, that went really good.
That went really good.
Good.